kind of chilled and read my book and had a shower and like, you know, just kind of like enjoyed my own company, if that makes sense. But you're gonna absolutely be, you're gonna be, I'm gonna tell you some stories, guys. I'm gonna tell you some stories. Who doesn't like a story? Like, sup YouTube? If you're watching on YouTube, come and join us on Twitch, baby. Sorry, I'm just moving the screen around. Ugh. So I'll wait until the ad break is over. Kieran, can you tell me when the ad break is over so I can start telling my story? I'll just say hi to everyone for now and make sure everyone's here and everyone's happy. Hello. What's up, Rango? Kebab? Dixie? Is your chin okay? I'm gonna tell you about that. I'm gonna tell you about that. And it was all for nothing. It was all for nothing. Wait till I tell you. I'm actually so upset. I'm actually so upset. I'm just looking over there and I'm just like, oh my god, I'm so upset about this. It's okay. You look beautiful today, like always. I had a wee breakdown before stream, just a little one. It's okay. It was just a little breakdown. You know, you have to have them sometimes. Oh my god. But yeah, did anyone miss me? I was gone for a while. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I was gone for 4 days. I was saying to Kieran, now watch how we get like no one today. No one joins us. We're all alone. No one loves us anymore. We fell off. That's what they'll tell us after 5 days. I love the fall off. It's actually so stressful being a streamer in the way that like you take a week off and you're basically like, I could lose everyone. Everyone could just forget that I exist in a whole week. Did you relax a decent bit? No. No. I was out every day. Yeah, I'm in Ireland right now. I'm not in Finland. So this is one thing I want to fix for tomorrow. I'll stick it back up there. And I'm going to get the lights to work because there's lights in here, like, you know, LED lights. I'll hopefully get them. I have a light source here. I want to get a second light source for over here. But just 2 little things. The real ones never forget. That's right. That's right, bestie. That's right. Booze cruise. I'll tell you about that too. I'll tell you all about it. I have to tell you about the booze cruise. I have to tell you about my fall on Friday. I have to tell you about Thursday. I have to tell you about, what was Saturday? Saturday was the booze cruise. Oh, I have to tell you about this morning. Just got Twitch notification. I'm so happy that Twitch is still sending out notifications. Barely. But if you're watching on YouTube and you have a Twitch account, would really appreciate it if you come and join us on Twitch, especially today. That's like help me feel better that I haven't lost everyone. You're still doing wigs? I still want one if possible. I am still doing wigs. I am working on someone's wig right now. I'm supposed to be working on someone else's wig. Like, they gave me a full deposit. This is the weird thing. Someone paid me the €200 deposit 3 weeks ago and then disappeared. They haven't had any, like, they gave me full instruction on what to do with the wig. And it's, I can do it. But I don't, they haven't gotten back to me at all, like. And I'm like, I don't want to do this whole wig. Because I have the colours bought for it. And the deposit was for the colours and for the base. So I'm just like, girl, do you not want your wig? You paid €200 already, which is like $250. No, I have all the specifications, but I don't want to start the wig and then she never gets back to me, you know? Yeah, you think someone would stick around after spending $200, like? Because it's non-refundable. I say that every time someone wants to get a wig off me. It's non-refundable. Like, that €200 is for the base and for the colours. That's non-negotiable. Like, and it's non-refundable. I wish I could throw away 200 as well. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Wish I had that kind of money. Is the ad break over, Kieran? I can't see. And thank you to everyone who's here, genuinely. Can people keep reminding me to take sips of Monster so that I can get rid of this headache? This headache is fucking killing me. Am I loud enough, by the way, as well? Okay. Yeah, so I don't have to buy materials for no reason, 1. And 2, so I don't have a wig that I don't want as well. That's worth like €600, and I only got paid the first 200 of it because the person never got back to me, you know? Yeah, it's not my fault if they don't get back to me. That's how I see it as well. I'm just waiting for them to get back to me. I have 2 wigs with me right now. I have one for the person who did pay in full and does want it. Hey, what's up, Mark? How you doing, man? I have the one wig I have with me now that the person paid in full for, which I'm already doing. And I have the second base here with me now. So if anyone wants a wig, hit me up. I got a base. It's looking for a home. Hey? Huh? I'm working. Have fun. She told me she's going out to work. Yeah, so my mom is now off for a full month. So she's like, oh, we should go do this. We should go do that. I'm like, yo, I'm working. You've made your money. You've made, like, my mom does art camps. So she, she has full two and a half months of work. So she does 10 weeks of straight up art camps. And then she takes 3 weeks off at the end of August before the school term starts again. So right now she is working on my cousin's grave stone, which is actually super cool. Oh my God. Remind me by the end of the stream to show you guys the sculpture my mom is doing for my cousin, because she has the model downstairs in the garden, because she was showing me and Timmy last Thursday. But it's really cool. My mom is really good at these like curvy kind of designs, and it looks kind of like a wave, but there's a little wave in the center, and the big wave is kind of crouched over it, and it kind of looks like a parent and child. It's really cool. It's really nice, because the first thing she was going to do was she wanted to do an angel, and we said, oh, that'd be cool, but this one looks more like her style, you know? So what she's going out to do right now is she's working on finding sleepers. If you know what sleepers are, they're big pieces of timber that you put underneath the sculpture so you can have it up. So she's looking for sleepers right now. That's why she's going out to find some. And she's working on getting the, what's it called together? The, I don't know what she calls it, like the base or whatever, the plates, the thing that she puts the sculptor on. That's what she's working on getting together. So I arrived, I fucked my chin up. Okay, so who wants to start with the chin or when I arrived? So I arrived on Thursday evening, 5 o'clock. I didn't have anything set up. So on Friday, I had everything set up, right? The only thing that I was missing was this. The mic cable. So I was like, fuck, the only thing I fucking was missing. I'm so stupid. Oh my God, I'm so stupid, like. So I was like, okay, all we need is a mic cable. It's fine. So I'll go down to the tech shop and I'll get one. Went down there. I had to wait for my mom to come back from work first, because it was my mom's final day on Friday. And it took her ages to come back. So by the time she came back, it was already like 1:30 for me. And I was like, oh my God, shit, I'm already so late for stream. But it's fine. I'll just stream till later. I was like, it's fine. I'll stream till later. It's totally cool. I don't care. And then I got to the shop at like 1:45. And it said lunch break till 2:30. And I was like, of course it fucking is. Of course it is. You know, it's just when you need something is when you can't get it. It's always how it is. So, went in, got the cable, was walking out the door, and I was on my phone checking the time and checking messages with the cable in my hand. And I fell over the... What are they called? The pavement. And because I was holding my phone and the cable, I fell flat on my fucking face. Yeah. That wasn't fun. Oh, the first thing I did was I just went... Just to check my teeth were okay. Oh my God. I bit down on all the sides of my mouth. Like, both sides. Especially this side. It's all like bit. And my jaw is kind of sore. But it's fine. It's fine. So, yeah. That's why I didn't stream on Friday. Because I couldn't. Because it didn't stop bleeding for ages. So, like, I really couldn't stream. I would have been banned for showing blood on stream. So there was really nothing I could do, which was really annoying. And do you want to know the most annoying part? So, I didn't actually need that cable. I had the cable the whole time. So, when you get a microphone, there's normally two types of cables that you get for a microphone. You get an M to F microphone auxiliary cord. Or, if it's a shit microphone, you get a 4-prong. I thought because this microphone was like my new microphone, which is like a basic microphone, which is an M to F. It actually wasn't an M to F, and I had it in the drawer the whole time. Yeah. That sucks. I fucked up my face for nothing. Rough. Absolutely rough is the only way to describe that. Like, I was pissed. I was so pissed. I wasted Friday for absolutely nothing. Flynn, thank you so much, man, for the 5 subs. That's so nice of you. Genuinely. Thank you, man. I need that right now. I fucking need that. Fuck. I done goofed. That's insult to injury. Literally insult to injury. It was... Where was I? Oh, who got MCR tickets here? Did anyone? Did anyone manage to get it? If you're watching on YouTube, by the way, please don't forget to 1, drop a follow, 2, drop a like, and 3, if you have a Twitch account, come and join us on Twitch. Let's get to 150 viewers on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, please come support my Twitch channel. Would really appreciate it. So what's on your chin? I fell and I smashed my chin into... It's pretty gaping. Why did you sound sad? I'm not sad. I'm happy. I need it. I need the love. So thank you so much for the love, man. I appreciate it so much. Could have been worse. Yeah, I could have smashed my teeth. It could have been worse. It really could have been worse. Like, chin is not that bad. That's what I said. I literally said that. Like, everyone was like, oh my God, you're okay. And I was like, I know I'm okay. It's fine. It's only my chin. It's not a big deal. Hope you're okay. It's okay. I'm good. It takes a lot more than that to fuck me up. You forgot to order your tickets? Well, you're not getting them now. Telling you that, kid. I was there. I was on the front line of the trenches, guys. I was on the front, actually, I was on the back line of the trenches. I was 30,000 in line. 30,000 in line to get those tickets, and I couldn't get the freaking tickets. The scavengers got it. The fucking facts, man. scavengers. They are the ones who got the tickets, not us. Because I was so angry because all of the tickets were gone. And there was 30,000 people in front of me, right? But Wembley holds 90,000. So, like, I bet there actually could have been tickets. But not 40 minutes after the tickets were on sale, most of the scalping sites were selling them. Literally. It was so upsetting. The tickets I wanted for £120 in section 123. And I just want that section because I'm too small for standing. And honestly, who wants to stand in July for 5 hours with no rooftop in the open cooking hot sun with no water for 5 hours minimum? 6 hours probably. I bet you didn't think about that. I did. I don't want to do that. I don't want that. I didn't want that in my life. I've done that. It's not fun. It's way too hot, and I do not have the complexion to burn like that. It's going to be an extremely eye-opening experience for some young fans going out there and taking that heat. Like, Hades and Kingdom Hearts, feel the heat. That'll be you guys. Feel the heat. Feel the heat. Like, if I do manage to get tickets, I'll find a way to just send like loads of bottles of water flying towards you, if that makes you feel better. Sorry, I've moved the screen around a little bit because I want the chats over here, because I don't like pointing away. I don't like looking away from the camera, but I feel like I'm always looking away from it. Why are your eyebrows pink? My eyebrows are actually pink because I had a different wig on, and I hate that wig, and I threw it in the bin now. I had a wee bit of a mental breakdown. Just a little bit. My pink and yellow and black wig, I fucked that in the bin. I couldn't be bothered anymore. Oh, Scarlett, if you don't want to listen to people on YouTube, I highly recommend coming and joining us on Twitch. Everyone is super nice on Twitch. You will be much more appreciated, I'd say. The link is in my YouTube About section. 560 King, a breakdown we couldn't have guessed. Man, look at the state of you. If I had to wake up and look like you every morning, I would have a breakdown. Let's be honest. Just saying. Reminds me of going to Lollapalooza in the early 90s. It was rough and I was a lot younger then. I went to Download 2 years ago, and I was just like, I'm not doing that again. What's on your chin? I fell. I love that you're still here. Sorry, my jaw is sore. But what about those Trump and Putin memes? Do we have any MAGAs in the chat right now? I love getting the MAGAs' opinions when these things happen. Do we have any MAGAs? MAGAs! Where are the MAGAs? Do we have any MAGAs? Come on, MAGAs. Where are ye? We need ye. You're a MAGA. So what's your opinion on everything that happened with Putin and Trump over the weekend? Him giving Putin the old Glock 3000 in the White House. And then telling him that he would have, his second date over in Moscow. I like to be central and realistic when it comes to world issues. It's better than the imagination policies of Ireland. what does that have to do with anything? Why are you bringing up Ireland? Like, I'm asking you about the Glock 3000 between Trump and Putin. It's got nothing to do with Ireland. Like, what? God. So that person has no opinion. I have never seen so much dick sucking since China bought the White House. Yeah, it's not great. But yeah, no, y'all getting closer and closer to Russia every day. Every day. I really hope that Zelensky says no to coming over to the States, because that would just be stupid. Because, you know, Trump has shown who he's on the side of, and he's not interested in helping Zelensky or helping Ukrainian people. So if I was Zelensky, I wouldn't bother. After being being treated so horribly the last time he was there, I would never go back to be treated like that again. You're better than that. You're better than that, Zelensky. You're better. I'm not a mag, but what press I saw said a whole lot of nothing. We don't know what's said or agreed on. Yeah, it was really like that, wasn't it? There was just a whole lot of nothing said. I feel like it was honestly just an excuse for Trump to see his friend Putin, to have him over, to have some chats with him between them, two businessmen, so that he could come over. Because nothing was decided. And it was really weird. You know the interview that they had between each other, and like it was kind of like they were chatting just as friends, and he's not talking to a mass murderer. It's just so weird, like. Yeah, no, my chin is okay. It's okay. Thanks for asking, though, girl. I appreciate it. The plaster needs to get changed soon, though, because it keeps coming off on this side, and I'm just like, please stop. A nothing burger. Oh my god, Mikey, dude, thank you so much for the 5 subs. Mwah. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much, genuinely. If we'll try and get to Overcooked Saturday this week. I do want to try and get to it. This is just this is the whole week. We still have loads of time to get there, but I would really love to stream on Saturday as well. I have loads of time to make up. Yikes. The interview is not all what you saw. More went on behind the scenes. Yeah, he gave him a blowjob. That was obvious. That was obvious. I didn't need to see that to know that was happening. I sent you a nice picture. What did you send me a picture of, Ferry? Ah, the baby. Is she sitting there now? Nana's sitting in Nix's tree. Whoop. Nana's new spot. Nana has a new spot every fucking week. The poor baby. That's her new spot. Aw, bless. That's so cute. That's cute. That's cute. I like that. Thank you for that. I miss the baby. I've no one to follow me around. I keep thinking that she's on the end of my bed when I'm like lying there, and I'm just like, and I keep looking at the top of the stairs thinking that she's looking down at me, because when I used to live in Mam's, she used to never come downstairs. She used to just stay at the top of the stairs and wait for me to come home. So whenever I came home from work or whenever I came home from school, she was at the top of the stairs waiting for me, and then she'd tell me to come upstairs to her. Do you have a local radio station there? I got a radio app that let me find radio stations worldwide. Loves this in many different. Look up Spin Southwest. Spin Southwest is my local radio station. Have Jojo follow me. Jojo doesn't follow me, and I don't like Jojo. He's smelly. He's been having some dirty smells coming out of him the past week, and I just been like, what the fuck? Oh my god. He's not allowed in the house anymore. I'm gonna have to put an air freshener in his food. Disgusting little bastard. So let me tell you about the booze cruise. The booze cruise. Yeah, no, the booze cruise was not what I expected at all. So if anyone here doesn't know, last week no. Saturday was my little cousin's 21st birthday. And we went on a booze cruise. It was me and 29 men. Everyone was just like, oh my God, how are you going to be the only girl? And I was like, I'm used to being the only girl. Like, always have been the only girl. Doesn't surprise me at all that I am the, the one girl with 29 lads going on a night out. So it was like 25 of his besties. He has a load of friends, which is great. Plus me, plus my older cousin, plus his brother, who's a police officer. I think it's great. It was so funny. So we went out and it was grand. They were all so good. They were so well behaved. Do you know who was the worst behaved? The police officer. It was great. I swear to God. I looked over at one stage and I was like, where's Jack? Jack is the guard. And he was over chatting up 4 girls. And I was like, go on, Jack. Go on. Go on. Have yourself a good time. Facts. And when we got back to town then at 10:30, it was fine. We were out for like 6 hours. It was so crazy. We were in this one bar and it was fine. So went on to this next bar and it was an American bar. It was so bad. Like, we walked, the outside the bar was like, if anyone knows O'Connor's in Doolin, we were in O'Connor's because they wouldn't bring us the gangas, which is weird. But so he dropped us off outside this American tourist bar. 30 Irish people, very fucking Irish people, like. And we went in and we were like, I don't know what to expect inside here. It was literally like walking, I'd say, through a tourist bar in Boston on St. Patrick's Day. It was very odd. It was very odd. It was just full of Americans wearing some kind of Irish memorabilia or with their Irish shirts on. I was wearing an Irish shirt, but I was wearing it ironically. And then it became unironic and it was horrible. Oh my God. But as soon as I opened my voice, everyone knew I was Irish and they were just, So we were at the bar, like, and I was saying I was actually a little bit mean. I didn't even mean to be mean, you know? It just came across kind of mean. But so we were at the bar and this bar was chocked full of Americans. Just Americans. You could just hear American accents everywhere, like. And so we were trying to get a drink, all of me and the lads, like. And I was like, Jesus Christ, what does an Irish person have to do to get a drink around here? And everyone turned around and they were just like, oh my God, are you actually Irish? And I was like, what is going on? So, I was just like, something's going on. They're dropping off Americans by the busload. And we were trying to get our drinks going up to the front of the bar. And there was this lad standing in front of me. And I was just like, oh my God, you can spot all the Americans with their Irish memorabilia. There was a lad in front of me and he had a really cool shirt on. I actually thought his shirt was cool. I said it to him. I was like, that's a really cool shirt. He had a Thin Lizzy shirt from like 1976, which was really cool. I was like, you know, that's actually the coolest Irish merch I've seen. And he was like, thanks. I was here in 76 to see them. And I was just like, that's cool, man. That's pretty cool. I think he thought I was making fun of him a little bit, but I honestly wasn't. I was just like, no, that's a cool fucking shirt. That's the coolest fucking Irish shirt that I've seen. So, we were outside and I was just like, you know, chilling. We were all chilling. We took the back benches outside, like, and all the Americans kept coming up to us and passing us as they were leaving. They were just like, oh yeah, what's the occasion? And we were just like, oh, it's the 21st. And they were just like, oh my God, now you all can finally drink. That's great. And I was just like, Nah, we've been drinking since we were 14. And they looked horrified. They were just like, no, you're all just kidding. Y'all are so funny. They were harmless. They kept coming up to us, I think, because they wanted to have an interaction with some locals. But it really did feel like we were the petting zoo for the Americans while they were coming in on their buses. 3 buses in 2.5 hours of Americans. 3 buses. I'm not even joking, like. It was really cool, though, because above us, we were kind of in a little valley. And the beach, like if the valley was like this, we were here in the middle, like more like where my nail is. And the sea came out around here. And there was a lightning show for like an hour and a half. Like there was purple lightning just going. It was really cool. Like my cousin was just like, should we go inside? And I was like, nah, it's not going to hit us. You'll hit the cows first. We were in the middle of fuck off nowhere. Fuck off meets nowhere. That's where we were. It's grand like. So we went back to town. And do you want to know something really horrible that happened when we got back to town? I should have just gone to fucking cruises. So my cousin and all of the boys were going to cruises. But my eldest cousin was going to another bar. And he was like, do you want to come with me? Because I assume you don't want to hang out with the 21-year-olds anymore. And I was like, please take me with you. Please take me with you. Because I know my cousin's friends. So it didn't matter to me. And some of my cousin's friends are fucking idiots. Like, you know when you know people that just, like, enable fools in their friends group because they don't want to, like... They don't want to have the problem of telling someone they don't want to hang out with them anymore. So they just keep these losers in their friends group, even though they're complete fucking losers. Do you know people like that? You look so pretty. Thank you so much. That's so nice of you. Thank you. Where'd the scene girl hair go? It's on the floor. Couldn't have been bothered with it today. You hate those people? Yeah, I hate those people too. So he has one guy in this group in particular that is extremely misogynistic. Thinks that women are only there to cook his dinner, to clean the house, and to have babies. He looks like a fucking hairless ball sack. A skinny hairless ball sack. Oh my God, Frost, dude, thank you so much. That is so nice of you. Dude, thank you. Oh my God, thank you so much, man. Genuinely thank you. That is so nice of you. Genuinely thank you. Where in Ireland are you from? I'm from Clare. That's called a trad wife. No, this dude, he brings nothing to the table. Nothing to the table. Like, I don't know why he thinks that he can treat women like this. Because his mam probably is treated like that at home. And apparently his mam comes up to Dublin, because they live in Dublin most of the time, to clean his apartment for him and make him dinners for the week. Do you want to guess what age he is? Go on. Guess what age he is. Greetings from Sweden. Hey, greetings. Thank you so much for joining us. Please guess his age. Please guess this man's age. Yeah, he's 34. Kieran was spot on. 34. Fully grown man. Has his mam come up to Dublin once a week or once every 2 weeks to clean his apartment for him and cook him a few dinners. And he thinks that, you know, that's what women are for. So that's one thing that he does that's really weird. He's also extremely sexist when he meets women. And he doesn't talk to women correctly either. Like, my cousin has had loads of girls come up to him in Dublin and Clare and tell him how much of a problem he is. Because he's horrible to girls. He's horrible to other women that they meet on nights out. And he like ruins the buzz because no girls want to go near their group. So the group can't get girls. Like the single lads in the group can't get girls. So, but they let him continue acting like a fucking thick wall. Like, they don't say anything to him. So yeah, he's misogynistic. He's sexist. He's arrogant as well. He just says the stupidest things, like, because I was having a conversation with one of the lads and we were talking about Elden Ring, and I was saying to him, like, you know, what's your favorite build? And he was just like, I've done so many builds at this point. I really just, I don't know. You're like, you know, once you've done as many builds as me, you just forget what the best ones are. Like, what? What are you talking about, man? That's such, like, you're just a weirdo. You're a weirdo, like. What's on your chin? I fell. I got a patch over it to, like, you know, keep dust out of it and stuff. I should change it soon, though, because it's, like, not sticking well. So, yeah, he's a weirdo. What was I talking about the ball sack? Yeah, okay. So, you all know that my cousin passed away a few months ago from a brain tumor. So, it was his little brother's birthday. Oh my god. Dude, thank you so much for the 5 subs. That is so nice of you. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. That is so nice of you. Thank you so much. We're so close to getting back to 200. Thank you so much. Genuinely, thank you. Thank you, Niall. I appreciate that. He was suffering for a long time. And this birthday was his little brother's 21st. Bro. You're still not out yet. You're still in the hospital. I thought you'd be home by now. If anyone didn't know, John just had a really gnarly hardcore surgery. So please send John all your wishes. And if you're Catholic or Christian, please keep him in your prayers so that his leg gets better as soon as possible. But thank you so much, man. Thank you, genuinely. Thank you for getting us to the daily sub goal. Thank you so much. You're an absolute legend. What? Jesus Christ. That's hardcore, man. That's hardcore. But you're here. You're here, man. We got this. Oh my god, we're getting... Look, we got a raid. Oh my god. I'm here with my fucking chin all split open. Oh my god. Boo. Boo. Thank you so much for the raid, Boo. Where'd you find us, bestie? Who told you? Oh my god. YouTube, we got a raid. If you're watching on YouTube, please come and join us on Twitch. I'd really appreciate it. Where did you find us? Saw the hype train, wanted to join in. Aw, really? That's so cool of you. Thank you so much for joining. You had no idea about my page. You just joined for the hype train. Genuinely. Aw. Thank you so much. Genuinely, thank you so much. So since you're new here, I'll introduce myself. My name is Clara. I am an Irish streamer. I go between Ireland and Finland. I live in Finland, but right now I am on holiday for a month in Ireland until the 15th of September. So I'm in this isn't even my room, this is my old brother's room. But normally what we do is we just talk shite. We talk about stuff that's happening. We talk about anime, we talk about manga. We do play games. The game we're playing right now is Stellar Blade. What I was playing before Stellar Blade was... I did play 8 hours of Wu Chang Fallen Feathers, sorry. And before that, I was playing Donkey Kong. But we do chat about loads and loads of stuffs. But thank you all so much for joining. I was filling people in on what happened on Saturday because it was my cousin's 21st. So I was filling people in on this wanker who was there. So we were saying was, so the birthday that I was at on Saturday was my little cousin's 21st birthday, and it was the little brother of my cousin who passed away in April. So everyone just wanted to have a good time. That's all that anyone mattered. Like, we were just like, have a good time. But so my eldest cousin said to my little cousin, it was his 21st, said, do you mind if my friends come to Cruises, which is the bar? And he was like, who? And he said, Paddy, Fiddy, Shano. And everyone was just like, Shano? Fucking hate Shano. And he's like such a quiet lad. I was just like, oh yeah? Go on. And he said, so back in February, 2 months before my cousin passed away, he did, with a brain tumor, he did a 5K run, which is really impressive for someone who was fighting serious brain cancer. And, we were all super proud of him for doing that. And it was really crazy that he did that. So after the 5K, they went out in town, and my little cousin and my cousin who passed away, they were both really close. They were really good friends, like, and they were out in Cruises, and they ran into my eldest cousin with his friends. And one of the guys in my eldest cousin's group turned to my sick cousin and was like, oh, how have you been lately? Are you good? And he said, oh, I just after doing a 5K. And that prick Shano turned around and was like, that's nothing. I do 10K every day. So my 21-year-old cousin turned around to Shano and said, who the fuck asked you? Nobody cares. I was just like, go on, Evan. Go on. Oh my God. Because he's 20 and he's stuck up to a 33-year-old. I was like, yes, go on. Absolutely give it. So I swear to God, I didn't drink at all. I swear, hand on my heart, swear to God, I didn't drink. I haven't drank once since I've come home. This was a 21st birthday. I didn't drink at all. So I was stone cold sober. I just don't like to drink. And my fucking 33-year-old cousin was crying. Because my little cousin didn't like his friends and told him that his friends are the worst people. I literally turned to my little cousin and I was like, man, I hate him too. He's always been a wanker. He always will be a wanker. And he'll die alone, a wanker. And like, you could see that he was happy that I was agreeing with him because he felt bad for maybe upsetting my eldest cousin, our eldest cousin. What happened to your chin? I fell. But, oh my God, he actually started crying. I was like, oh, I am too sober for this. So I said, fuck it, I'll go to the bar with him to meet his friends, my eldest. And, oh my God, Mikey, why are you being so good to me today? Dude, thank you so much. You are such a legend. Oh, you missed me. Thank you. I missed you all too. I genuinely did. There was no way I'm actually so happy that so many of you actually showed up to stream today. Thank you guys. I was like, I'm going to have nobody here. Everyone will have forgotten about me. I have dropped off. I have fell off. I'm literally done. That's what I thought was happening. So thank you all so much to everyone who turned up to stream today. If you're watching on YouTube and you have a Twitch account, come and join us on Twitch. Let's get 20 more people to get to 200 viewers on Twitch. Let's go. But so listen to this. This is really this was the icing on the cake for me. So got off the bus, got into the bar with my cousin, my eldest cousin and his friends, the one with the wankers in it. I used to be really good friends with one of the girls in the group. She literally lives, her mom lives like where my hand is pointing right now across the green, like a 5-minute walk across a piece of grass is where her mother lives. And I used to be really good friends with her because she liked modeling and stuff. I liked modeling and stuff. And we were all good friends because she lives across the fucking road. Trigger warning, but she walked in on my cousin's friend SAing me. So that's kind of why I stopped talking to all of that group, because, you know, that's fucked up. And on top of that, they took his side. So yeah, I didn't talk to my cousin for a few years after that, until he apologized and said, yeah, no, I'm sorry I ever doubted you. But she never did, even though she was the one that firsthand saw it. Firsthand. Saw what happened. So weird that, you know, she was taking his side in this. But anyway, didn't talk to her at all after that, because I was just like, you are just a girl who is centered around male validation. And I can never, ever, ever expect a girl to have my back who only cares about the validation of men. And that's not to say that I don't like guys. When I say the validation of men, I mean in the way that, in like how she views herself and her worth is only put up by how many guys like her, or she thinks how many guys like her. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Yeah. And that's nothing against guys. That's just her. And you can never trust anyone who's like that. So she texted me a year ago and she was like, I'm so sorry for everything that happened. I've been going to therapy and I've been trying to fix myself, and I just don't want you to like hate me anymore. And I was hoping that we could be friends again. Yeah. So I told her under no uncertain terms, get fucked. You are one of the worst kind of people in the world. I hate you. And I will never forgive you for what you did. You are not a girl's girl. You are the worst kind of girl out there. And no woman is safe with you as a friend. Which is true. Guess who was sitting across the table? Guess who was sitting across the table on Saturday night? Yeah, she was there. She was there. I love how my cousin conveniently left her out. Like, it was, all I knew was that Fiddy, Shano, and Poddy were there. Because those were the 3 people he said were there. He never said that she was going to be there. I didn't care, though. It didn't mean anything to me. Like, I didn't say anything to her. She just didn't exist in my eyes. She fucking turned pale as soon as she saw me sit down. I was just like, you know, oh, well, I don't care. I didn't talk to her. I talked to everyone else. I talked to all 3 of the lads. But it was like there was this pillar just sitting there. So then, because they all love drama so much, obviously, I don't think she told my cousin about the text message that she sent me, probably because it was embarrassing for me to say, no, I'm not interested in being your friend again. And she dragged my cousin off and they were gone for like 20-30 minutes. I didn't care. I didn't give a fuck, like. And then he came back and he looked like the most awkward fucking thing ever because he'd just been filled in on the drama. So I was just like, I'm going home. This is done. So that was my Saturday night. And then yesterday I just went to Galway. Got a Blink-182 CD. Got some Monster. Got Gachi Akuta Volume 7. Chainsaw Man Volume 18. Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 26. What else did I get? Oh, Kagurabachi Volume 3. So me and the mem went to Galway yesterday. So yeah, what's on your chin? I fell. I did fall. So that's what happened to my chin. I fell, smashed my face, and it was completely unnecessary. An unnecessary fall if you ever fucking saw one, like. But sure, look. We live, we learn. People can redeem themselves after being horrible in the past. Yeah, but people, I think, yes, people can redeem themselves for the horrible things they've done in the past, sure. But people don't have to forgive you for the horrible things you've done to them. Does that make sense? Like, you can try and be a better person for the new people in your life and the people who have forgiven you, but you are not entitled to forgiveness. It's just lucky. It's like it's good if you can get it, but you're not entitled to it. Mikey, dude, thank you so much. You're being way too good. Stop. Oh my God, thank you, man. You're crazy. Thank you so much. That is so nice of you. Jesus. Thank you. Yes, forgiveness is a gift. You're not entitled to anyone's forgiveness. Oh man, thank you so much. You are such a legend. Thank you so much for the subs. I can't get over it. Thank you, genuinely. The lack relationship, not you. Yeah, exactly. You have to improve on yourself without expecting your past mistakes to go away. Otherwise, you really aren't improving. Exactly. You have to understand that, you have to own the things that you did. Like, you can't just say that didn't happen or pretend it didn't happen or pretend someone else should, or make someone else pretend it didn't happen, which is even worse. So no, you're not entitled to anyone's forgiveness. That's just how it is. But did anyone do anything interesting over the weekend, or did anything interesting happen that I missed so far? I was just filling everyone in on my weekend. Everyone's asking about the patch on my chin. I'll always be like, I fell. So it's going to be there for a few more days until, like, the scab is just a little bit better. Truck issues. Mood of girl's mental breakdown because I didn't care for her suggestions. I love how people blame you for their, well, I guess, people, you can be blamed for someone else having emotional problems, but at the same time, that person should take you out of the situation. Like, the way, I'm not saying this to be mean to anyone or anything, but when someone says like, you ruined me, and it's just like, bro, why didn't you just take them out of your life? Just take the problem out and they won't ruin you. John, thank you so much. Jesus. Sorry, my throat. Thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate that. Genuinely. You guys are being way too good to me today. Thank you so much. And I know it's harder in some cases to take someone out, but like, you can say this person ruined my life, but at the same time, if you did your best, you have to do your best to get them out of your life, to stop letting them ruin your life. We're on a field trip. We're in Ireland. It'll look nicer, hopefully by next stream. I'm just gonna fix the lights here. Like, there is lights, I'm going to fix the these on the wall for tomorrow, make them look nicer. Your makeup's a little too much, sorry to say this. Why do you think I care? I don't care. I don't care what anyone's opinion on how I look is. Like, no one cares about your opinion about what someone else looks like. The only person that you can have an opinion about how they look is yourself. Just remember that. You can only have an opinion on how you look. Keep that energy. That's what I say all the time. Is it getting colder for anyone yet? I don't really remember my dreams, but I dreamed. That's nice. I had a really weird dream last week. I'm trying to make it come true. Remember I had the dream about me getting the Caterpie tattoo, so I went and did it for the lulz. I had another one of those really weird dreams. If it actually happens, I'll tell you. But, yeah, it was a really weird one. Does anyone ever have really weird dreams that come true? Thank you, John. I'm happy to have you here. Genuinely. I'm happy to have everyone here. I'm actually delighted that everyone is here. Genuinely. But, let me see if we can get a schedule together for this week. 1 second. I'm going to put my monster over there so it's out of my way. So, what's up, Timmy? I forget that you're off on a Monday. Oh, that now that I'm in Ireland, we can do maybe a goal for me and Timmy to do the karaoke stream. That would be fun. The karaoke kind of like, you know, guess the word stream. So if no one knows what I'm talking about, Timmy agreed, it doesn't seem very willingly, to a stream where, like, for example, we'll have to have a judge. So someone to say the words. So for example, like, you know, Timmy's over here. Timmy's here and I'm here. And like someone says, hello. And whoever has to think of a song with the word hello in it. And I would be like, you know, oh God, I can't think of a song with the name hello in it. Oh my God, oh, Young. I just looked at the chat, so like, tonight we are young. So you have to do that. Make sense? I couldn't tell you one Lionel Richie song. Not one. I was thinking Adele, hello, but I couldn't think of the fucking lyrics. Doesn't that sound fun? I hate this already. No, you don't. You're a liar. You love karaoke. I know you do. So today is anything could happen Monday. So we're already on Monday. So Monday. Is there anything you want to do tomorrow? Oh, we should do the confessions. The Am I the A-hole confessions. Am I the A-hole confessions? I'm not normally here on a Wednesday. But if we reach a sub goal for Wednesday, I will come on Wednesday. Yeah, so get your confessions into that list for tomorrow. So if anyone's wondering what the Am I the A-hole chat confessions is, so if you've ever been an a-hole and you want to get like to get everyone's opinion, but not to have, like, you know, anyone know who you are, an anonymous opinion into the chat about things that you've done. You can put your Am I the A-hole in there and we'll judge you on stream tomorrow. Where are you from? I'm from Ireland. If you're watching on YouTube, please come and join us on Twitch. Please drop a like, drop a follow, and come and join us on Twitch if you have a Twitch account, if you're watching on YouTube. I'm trying to get to 200 average viewers. So if you come and join us, I'd really appreciate it. Let's say, so what, is there anything you want to do on Thursday? Are you from Ireland? Yes. I'm in Dublin. I'm in Clare. She looks smart. I am smart. I am smart. I'm not really smart at numbers, but I'm smart. Thirsty Thursday. Okay, that's a great name. But what does it mean? What does it mean? Thirsty Thursday. What do you do on Thirsty Thursday? But we have Thursday and Friday to figure out things to do for. So if there's anything you want to do. We drank. Drink water. Man, my headache is still not going away. This is a bad headache. I wouldn't mind. I haven't been drinking. I didn't drink once in Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 3 days. 3 days of everyone else drinking. Never I thought people didn't know what Thirsty Thursday was. Not that it's a bad thing though. I don't know what Thirsty Thursday is. What flavor is that? It is the ultra blue Hawaiian punch. If you're in Ireland, man, you can't get it here unless you go into the American shops. But that's where I got it. I got it in the American shop in Galway. Look at my cute little straw as well. It's got a cute blue flower on it. You seem like a nice girl. I try to be, if that works. I thought Thirsty Thursday was like thirst trap shit. I don't fucking know. I don't post thirst traps. Thirsty Thursday when they have half price pictures. Oh, that's interesting. The more you know. How are ya? What's the crack? Happening, cuz. Do-do-do-do-do. Someone said Monster Inc. in the chat. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Sorry. I'm trying to think. Is Mouse Friend still? Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Is Mouse Friend still alive? Is your mouse friend? Oh my god, what was his name? What was that fucker's name? What did we call him? Something. Padre Rodriguez. Best fucking name ever. A boy Padre. No, Padre. Padre's not with us anymore. I'd say he's either dead, smushed, or in the garden living his best life. Padre Rodriguez. That, I swear to God, if anyone here has the last name Rodriguez, I beg you, please name your next son Padre. It just sounds like the coolest name. I don't care what anyone says. Fucking Padre Rodriguez. Did this cause your chin injury again? Did the scrotums? Scrotums? What the fuck? I have no idea. I have no idea where you're going with that. She fell. She fell. Oh, okay. I don't watch South Park, so I didn't get the reference. Where's your eyebrows? The same place your dad is. Like, I might not have eyebrows, but at least I have a mother and father who love me. Skill issue. Hashtag. Just saying. Oh, look, he's getting sad. He didn't deny it that he doesn't have a mom or dad who loves him. I love how he comes for me, but couldn't defend himself. Sucks. Sucks, babe. Sucks to be you. Oh, man. Sick. Are all Irish as awesome as you? Yes. That's why they tried to kill us off for so long. Because we're just that fucking cool. They just didn't know. The English just didn't like us. They thought we were too cool by. That's why they wanted us gone. We still haven't figured out what we're going to do for Thursday. Like, tomorrow we're going to do the Am I the A-hole confessions. Like Thursday, I guess you're going to have to leave it with me to figure it out. Oop. But if anyone has a good idea, you know, you're fair enough to put it in the chat. Do you speak Irish? Yes. I do have a job. Someone in YouTube is having a freak out saying, like, you know, get a job. But this is a job. I pay taxes. Therefore, it's a job. All the awesome people on Twitch help me to support me and let me stream full time. Also, all the awesome people who watch my YouTube and drop a membership over there, they support me to do it full time. Like, just because you're mad that, you know, I can't help you with that. That's the best thing I say. It's just people that are mad that their lives are probably crap. And like, you know, no offense. You can fix it, and you can make sure that you have a job that you like. But you don't have to get angry at people because people have, you know, more exciting jobs than you. You didn't sleep last night? I slept great last night. Got my 9 hours. I'm getting 9 hours every night, baby. It's great. Get a spoon because he's jelly. I haven't heard that one. I'm using that one. Oh, Flynn, I've been telling everyone your shotgun one. My mom's boyfriend last night, he loved it. So my mom says to me, she's like, do you want to watch this movie? And I said, I'd rather suck a shotgun. Mom's boyfriend just double take. He's like, what? He was shocked. He was like, oh, I'm taking that. That is my new one. It's a good one, isn't it? It sounds like something an Irish person would say. Why so much makeup? I'm literally not even wearing that much makeup. All I'm wearing is a tiny bit of foundation. My eyebrows are pink and a tiny, well, maybe a bit of eyeliner. But the only thing that I have on right now is a little bit of foundation. A tiny bit of color on my eyebrows. But that's it. Like, you know, if it's too much makeup, why don't you go tell a woman that cares? Oh shit, you don't have any. I love how people are like a little bit of foundation when the color of my face is literally the same color as my skin. Like, I'm sorry. Just because you don't see women actively a lot and you don't know what a lot of makeup actually looks like doesn't mean anything. Like, why do we have so many dumb people sometimes? I swear the rise of unintellectualism is a really dangerous thing. Unfortunately, it is unfortunate how unintellectual people are on the rise right now. But, you know, the most important thing we can do with the unintellectuals is tell them how unintellectual they are and remind them. It's the best thing you can do. When you see someone saying stupid things, tell them. Tell them what they're saying is stupid. No, there's a difference between knowing what 13 by 17 is and going to a random woman on the internet and telling her that she's wearing too much makeup when you are never going to see me in your life. So why does my amount of makeup on my face bother you? Like, that's the real question here. Like, you're wondering if I know what 17 by 13 is when you just don't understand that it doesn't matter how much makeup a woman that you're never going to meet has. But, you know, it's okay. These men will die alone. Yeah. As Charlie said, anyone can learn multiplication, but you have to be stupid as fuck to have protagonist syndrome that bad. And the second best thing that unintellectual people say is blah blah and yap yap, because they don't have the intellectual capability to understand what we're talking about. So a great word that unintellectual people say is yap or yapping, or this person yaps too much, or blah blah blah, because they don't understand what's being said and they don't have the mental bandwidth to understand what we are saying to them. It's true. So yeah, if you're watching on YouTube and you're sick of looking at the unintellectual people typing away, you can come and join us on Twitch, where everyone is super nice. But let me see if I saved anything on TikTok for you, because I love to save things on TikTok for a stream that I see over the weekend. I'm so happy that it kept me signed in. Ooh, I saw this. I don't agree with this, but I wanted to hear your opinion on this. I think this is a bit extreme. Not a bit. I think this is a whole lot extreme. But I wanted to see your opinion on this. What's this? I only have 2 screens. Oof. Only have 1 screen for YouTube. Sure, I guess I'm sure we can manage. What's this set to? Let's set up a new screen while I'm here, and I can chat to you at the same time, because we need our scene 2. I'll say what's it? Reactions. Yeah, no, we get a load of trolls on YouTube. What you mean, no? It says you can literally hear me. Oh, sorry. Slow moment on my part. Slow moment. Saws. Sorry, no, I'm not even going to tell you how fucking slow that was of my part. Browser, let's say. Wait, no. What? No, cancel in it. Remove. Display capture. No, I wanted to capture, oh my god. Sorry. I'm trying to figure out how to capture, like, you know, window capture. That's it. That's what I want. That's what I want, baby. Property. There we go. Oh, now we're sucking diesel, baby. What? Okay. Okay. See, the problem is that if I knew how to cut transform, edit transform, rotate, flip, fit the screen, stretch the screen, center vertically. Like, I just wish it would just let me, like, you know, crop the screen. Does anyone know how to crop in OBS? Does anyone know, just like off the top, know how to crop? Off the top. No. Yeah, right click. Control drag the sides, or alt drag. No, that just makes it like go smaller, but I want it to, like, I want to take off like half of the sides. It's under filters. Okay, let's see. Crop. Can you see me disappearing? I don't know how this is working, but okay, let's see. 1 second. Okay. Oh! Thank you so much. W's. Fat W's, baby. Fucking fat W's. We did it. I feel like an animal. Fucking did it. Woo! Love that. Love that for me. Okay, now let me just fix YouTube. For the nice people in YouTube, we fix. I just want to hear your opinion on this. I think this woman could be a little bit batshit, but you know, it's great. It's great to have a bit of an opinion. Let me see. I didn't fuck this camera. Oh wait, I fucked this camera up. Okay, wait 1 second. Copy. Paste. I want to change the name. Rename. Camera. Reactions. Oh shit, they're all the same. Oh, I fucked up. I'm gonna have to figure that. I'm gonna have to figure that one out later. Cause now I'm here. I guess I can just turn the filter off, can't I? When I go back into the main one, let me see. Wait, let me see. Camera, filters. Yeah. I can just turn it off and on. It's fine. It's fine. We can figure it out. Join from YouTube. Genuinely, thank you so much for joining us on Twitch. Let me get my headphones. If someone wants to get me a really great birthday present, get me a pair of fucking wireless overhead headphones. I'll love you forever. Welcome to Twitch. Turtle Beach, yeah. Because they 20 quid. Oh no. Damn. Okay, 1 second. Let me see if we can hear everything. Oh wait, I have to... Do I have to put headphones in? Nah, you could probably hear, I'd say. Oh, I probably have to change my thingy. No, the headphones should be...
And if that made you flinch, good.
Okay, let's see.
Mandatory vasectomies for baby boys. Yeah, I said it. And if that made you flinch, good. You won't want to miss part 2 either. Trust me. You want to solve half of society's problems? Start there. Because here's the truth. Men don't want to wear condoms. They don't want accountability. They want raw. And when the baby comes, they say, oh, it's not my problem, so fine. Mandatory vasectomies. Problem solved. Abortions, they would drop overnight. Date rape pregnancies, gone. Single motherhood, cut in half. Generational trauma, reduced. And crime? Crime would plummet. Because fatherless homes are the #1 pipeline to gangs, violence, and prison. Fix the fathers, fix the future. This one move would...
Okay. The only thing I'm on the side of is her saying fix the fathers, fix the future. I think that is a really powerful thing to say. Because as she said, if fatherless homes do cause a lot of the problems like gangs and violence and stuff, okay, yes, then men should be taking accountability more for the actions, well, for the consequences that their actions have when parents or men leave. But I don't think giving babies vasectomies fixes this problem. Like, does that not count as mutilation? I know it's not an invasive surgery like it is for other things, for example, but does it not seem like you're kind of making it feel like all men are the problem? It's weird, isn't it? There are many ways to fix the fathers without resorting to forced vasectomies. Not just vasectomies, it's forced vasectomies. So what happens when you allow mentally ill people to express themselves? Stop. That's funny. Maybe not babies, but men should have to, or maybe a mental check. Here's a question. Here's an interesting question. If you were offered, oh, I don't know, $1,000 or euro a year to have a vasectomy if you're over the age of 18, would you? You can get it reversed. Would you have a vasectomy? No. If you say no, then why? Just curious again. It is reversible. And it's a really easy, fast procedure. And there's basically no downtime. Reversal is of limited effectiveness over time and in no way guaranteed. Not a problem for me, but just saying. Okay, but the same way I could say that a lot of the birth control that women go on, they can cause infertility over time as well. They can also cause heart attacks, strokes, brain tumors. Like, you can still do everything with the vasectomy. And it doesn't hurt any part of your body, I guess. Like any of the birth control that women are on causes long-term damage. Like, a lot of birth control does cause blood pressure to go up. It causes a lot of blood clotting. It causes brain tumors. It causes strokes, ischemic strokes, which is when blood clots happen in the areas that are the veins that are trying to get to the brain, or the arteries that are trying to get to the brain. So it shuts off oxygen getting to the brain, which causes a stroke. They can cause a multitude of issues in women when vasectomies are becoming more successful and reversible year after year. The way that would happen is if me and my woman that I'm with have had a long talk about it, and still at the end of it all would be my choice, and at this point it's a hard no. But still, why is it a hard no? Just out of curiosity. Because more and more women aren't interested in being on dangerous birth control. Because most of the birth control that are available are extremely dangerous. I'm not on any birth control anymore. I can't use any kind of spermicide or any condoms like that because I'm extremely allergic. I just would rather not do it than put my body through the risks of any birth control that's available for women. No, and the reason is I don't want to have a non-natural procedure. I don't want my wife on birth control for all the side effects. But what if she just doesn't want to be on birth control? But then you're not being safe. What if she doesn't want children? Are you okay with being celibate? Just curious. I'm just practice abstinence as much as that sucks. It's the only way to do it. It's a fact. Yep, it's true. If I cared, I would. But I think if this were an option, I think active people should. Anyone else would put a lot of strain on the service. I also don't want to have kids, but the pain. I also don't want to have kids. Yeah, but you're probably young as well. So the older you get, the more risks there are of being on birth control. Like being on the pill is double dangerous in your 30s than it is in your 20s. So that's a reason why I'm not on the pill anymore, because I think your risk of blood clots doubles. And I've already had an extremely dangerous blood clot in my lungs, which I think is a result of the pill. So I'm not going back on that. Not interested. Most women can't have kids after 30. And that's totally okay. There's plenty of children around the world who are in foster homes and orphanages that need love. And if you're a true Christian you would understand that and know that it is just as good to adopt a child than it is to have your own. Because if you are truly maternal, that won't matter to you. It doesn't matter if it came from your body or someone else's body. All that matters is that you give a child a loving home. If you're really maternal. Just my thought on it. 1 second. There we go. Guess it's easy to go in and out. It's going to go. Nah. This is on YouTube or TikTok, is what? I just thought that was an interesting video I wanted to show you. I love me some wild takes. That was definitely wild. That woman's crazy. I would not be saying that people need, or children need to have vasectomies and then get them reversed later. Like, that's fucking crazy. There was this video I wanted to show ye as well. I saw it and I was like, fuck. This guy literally tried to breed this is what it feels like to me. It feels like the father of this child, the husband of this woman is trying to colonize her and breed the Arabic out of the unborn child. Which I'd say actually happens a lot. Like, a lot of people probably marry women from quote unquote exotic countries and exotic parts of the world, like Middle East or Southeast Asia or South Asia. And they marry them for their looks when they have no interest in adopting their cultures into their family. Do you get what I'm saying? Just wait.
My husband.
Wait till you see this. This is crazy. I'm going to fix this for tomorrow so I don't have to do this anymore.
Wants a white name for our baby. I'm Middle Eastern and my husband is white. When we started dating, I told him that my culture was a big deal for me and I wasn't sure if we'd last, since I was probably going to be interested in someone who had more of the same ethnicity and values and all of that.
Can you hear it okay, by the way?
My parents are strict Catholics and he didn't even know what religion was. He said he was maybe Christian or something, but he wasn't sure. He was pretty insistent that he'd try. He chased me for a while and he took me to a Middle Eastern restaurant for our first date. So corny, but I love him. He was really open to learning about my culture and everything. He was almost fascinated with it all. Basically, my life was a big fat Greek wedding. I was partially embarrassed by everything, but thought it would scare him away, and he seemed to love it. We got married and things were going well. I'm pregnant now, and we were talking about our baby. Some stuff that he said just bothered me, and I want to know if I'm crazy or if it's weird. I have pale skin and black hair and brown eyes, but green eyes do run in our family.
I say she's Persian.
My husband has brown hair and green eyes. He had bleach blonde hair as a baby, like the blondest baby ever, and it darkened by the time he was a kid. We were talking about how our baby would look, and I was teasing him that she definitely looked like me. because darker features are dominant, and he has brown hair too. And then he brought up how he used to be blonde. So I told him, my hair is pretty much black, so she'll probably really have black hair. I don't think she'll have blonde hair like you did. He seemed kind of upset about that because he wanted his
Red
daughter
flag.
to have cute blonde hair. But I told him it was okay and she'll have green eyes like him. And he was like, no, I'm pretty sure she's going to come out looking like one of you guys.
Imagine someone saying that to you. That would have been you better sit the fuck down and you tell me what you mean by that statement. And if you can't explain that, I'm walking out the door right now. Like, that should have been the first and only black flag that you needed. That's crazy. I have black hair and brown eyes, and most of my kids have blue eyes and light brown hair. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It shouldn't be that shouldn't be the reason that someone stays with you. Like, this is about his child, yes. But what if the baby does come out and has dark features? Is he just not going to love the child because the child looks like the mother's dominant genes? Like, what the fuck? Like, I have really bright blue eyes and I have blonde hair when I was a baby, like this color. But my hair is pretty like browny gold now. But like, I have very there's very low chance that my child would look like me. Doesn't matter. Unless, like, for example, I was to have a child with someone who had blonde hair and blue eyes. That's the only way that I'd say my child would have those genes. Because they're so, repressed. But, it's just crazy that this dude would actually say, like you guys. It's weird. That's why it feels like the only reason he's with her is because she was pretty, but he wants to breed the foreignness out of her. Like, he just wants her to be pretty, but doesn't want his kids to look like her. Yeah, it kind of sounds like he's fetishized her.
I told him that, yeah, she's going to at least look a little Arab. I don't even know what that meant. I didn't want to ruin the mood, so I continued to talk about it, but he seemed upset anyway. We started talking about baby names, and he had really cute name ideas. They were nice, but I asked him if he thought about the names I liked, and he just blurted out, "Can we just give her a white name? She's my baby too. I'm not giving her ethnic names." I brought up American names too. I really liked Diana, for example, which is Arabic, but I know my family would really like that, and it's an English name too. I can't exactly go to my parents and be like, yeah, our baby's name is Jennifer. Not only that, I want her name to be related to my culture. Diana sounds ethnic, and it's obviously not hard to pronounce or anything, and she wouldn't be bullied at school, and it's a white name. I thought it was the best of both worlds. I
It's a
would
lovely
be
name.
so open to giving her whatever American middle name he wants, but our baby is going to be 50% Middle Eastern and 50% white. I think she should have the first name that's connected to both our cultures.
Also, is he going to say that she's not going to be allowed to learn her language? Because I imagine that obviously the mother speaks the language of her country, whatever language it is. So she's going to want to teach her daughter the language of the country that she comes from, so that she has her culture. Like, is he then going to say that she can't learn her language? I think it's crazy. Like, there is no way in God's good earth that I would not give at least the first or middle name of my child an Irish name. There is no discussion on that. That is a fact. There is no way that they're not going to have at least an Irish first or second name. It's crazy, like. You should probably name the baby with a name for the culture the baby will grow up in. Yeah, Diana. Do you not have any Dianas in America? I thought Diana was a pretty common name. Isn't Alia a pretty common name in the States as well? Oh my god, Candy, how you doing, girl? Like, how many Aliyahs do you know? That's an Arabic name. What Irish names would you give your kid? I like Fuela. Fuela means werewolf. It used to be a common a few decades ago. I thought the same. It's pretty common still in the UK. Diana's a beautiful name. Really busy. Gotta pop in for the stream today. It's great to have you here. Diana Ross, there's a name. Yeah, I think Diana is a common name. It's definitely common in the UK. But Alia is a nice name. Yeah, I think that would be another totally fine name. But I don't know. I wouldn't be able to not give a child a name to do with, like, you know, their culture, because it kind of feels like, you know, and when people say they'll be bullied for their name, I don't think a name that you'd be bullied for would be Diana or Alia. And I don't think I can't imagine in Ireland anyway, you wouldn't be bullied for Fuela. But as you say, I wouldn't give anyone a name that would get them, like, bullied, because I do know a lot of parents who are silly and have given their children really unfortunate names. And they think, and do you know what really annoys me about that? It just feels like a very selfish thing to do. Is your Twitch name the same as YouTube? It is. If you could join us, I would really appreciate it. The link is in my YouTube About section. But does anyone know any really terrible kids' names? Thank gosh there are some naming laws. For ye, maybe. There's no naming laws in a lot of countries. Fuela. Fuela is a lovely name. And it's spelled Faoladh. Apple is terrible. I completely agree with you. Elon's kids' names. I've never heard his kids' names. I only know Vivian. Chester. Chester's a fine name. Y'all aren't naming any bad names. Yeah, no. Yeah, there's a kid called Apple. I don't know the names you're saying, Charlie. They're definitely very Spanish. Try being a guy named Kim. Who the fuck called you Kim? That's bad. Just named her son Aquaman. No, I don't think she did. I think that's a stage name, just for online. I just don't think she wants her children's names to be on the internet. When you see, like, you know, names like that, I don't think they're real. Nathan's a completely normal name. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Like, you're just saying normal fucking names. Nathan and Chester are completely normal. I'm talking about someone calling their child fucking, I don't know, fucking Meadow. If you don't think that calling your child Meadow is weird, like. Or Blue Ivy. Or Rainbow. I know a fucking kid called Rainbow. I'm not even joking. I literally know a child called Rainbow. Hey, Finn. What's up, dude? Rocket. My cousin was nearly called Rocket. What's wrong with Meadow? I actually know 2 Rainbows. I'm not even joking. Yep. I know another child called Rainy. As in Rainy. Rainy. As in rainy day. Because she was born on a rainy day. And they wanted to call the other child Sunny. And I was just like... But they weren't allowed. The grandmother put her foot down and was just like... No. No. I know stormy, sunny, and breezy. No, you don't. No, you fucking don't. No, you don't. I'm calling bullshit on that. No, you don't. No, you don't. I know 3 guys called God's Hope, God's Will. What are their 3 names? God Knows, God's Hope, God's Will. That's their literal names. I'm not joking. One of them literally works for the radio station in Limerick. Just go look up Spin Southwest. Go look up Friday Night DJs. And one of them is called, I think it's God Knows. I think God Knows plays on Friday night. I can't make that up. I literally can't. They're all nice guys. But God. Maybe God knows. Limerick isn't a name. But let's finish the video and see what happened. What's his real name? That's his name.
He just got mad and said I wasn't taking him into consideration and wanted to choose the name since I made her look Arab and I got my part already. I asked him to calm down since we don't even know how she looks, and for all we know, she could have blonde hair and green eyes and look nothing like me and 100% like him. He got mad and continued to then say, by the way, hummus is gross, and went to bed. Now I'm sitting here in our living room wondering what to do. Laugh out loud.
Do you know what? Recently, I've been talking to Melinda about how nobody talks enough about how fraudulent men are in relationships.
Yep.
They present themselves as something that they're actually not. And then when they get the girl to whatever position they want her to be in, then they reveal their true selves.
Mm-hmm.
I think the reason I brought this up was I think a lot of men like the idea of having an quote unquote exotic girlfriend or wife, but the novelty wears off when their child has to then look like the ethnicity of the place where you married the wife from. Do you agree, disagree? How do you feel on that? Name any of my kids something like. That's disgusting. That's true. Like, I think it's unfortunate, but I want my baby exotic, but not too exotic, if you know what I mean. Nah, I don't think... I bet your culture has beautiful names. Don't say your culture has weird names. I bet your culture has great names. Any tips for a high school freshman? What age is a high school freshman? 14? I don't know what age they start high school in America. $13? What? Oh, 14. Phew. What is my advice for a 14-year-old? Oh, Jesus Christ. Have fun. Try and make as many friends as you can. Don't be prejudiced against anyone. Try and keep an open mind with everyone you meet in school, because the people who you think you might have a lot in common with, you might actually have a lot in common with the people that you think you don't have a lot in common with. You just have to always have time for everyone around you and try to give people the benefit of the doubt. I think that's a good way to start. Always be nice and try to make as many friends as possible. I think that's try to enjoy at least the first 2 years, because then when it comes to the last 2 years of school, you're then going to have to figure out if you want to go to college or if you want to start a trade. And what I would do is don't let people try and persuade you to do things you don't want to do. If you want to do a trade and you're more interested in that, don't let anyone force you into spending 4 years in university that you don't want to do. Or the other way around, if people are trying to force you into a trade that you don't want to do, and you want to do a university course that you think is more fitting for you, then do that. Also, I'm going to do the military. Please don't do the military. Don't. I promise you, it's not worth it. Like, for all the people that go and do the military in America because you get a degree, why not just go and do it abroad in a country that you don't have to pay? Like, you could go and do a university degree in Finland or Sweden or Norway or Denmark, and it's free. Sure, you'll have to get accommodation, and yes, you will have to get a part-time job to be able to afford your accommodation, but you won't have to pay debt, and you won't have to join an army that you aren't interested in joining, and you just want to do it for an education. Like, don't think that America is the only options you have for university. There's so many Americans in my university because they came over to Ireland because it was half the price of going to university in the States. So remember that as well. Ukraine is paying $6,000 a month if you join their army. It's sad that they're becoming, that it's come to this, but I just think that the worst thing that you can do is just join the army. Just don't give these countries the cannon fodder that they need to continue their wars. Money isn't everything, yes, but I'd much prefer to cry in a really nice car than on the train. I'm sorry, but it's true. And as Locke says, money is everything if you don't have it. Like, literally, money is everything if you don't have it. And I think the only people that say that money isn't everything are people who come from a serious point of privilege. In some way, you have privilege if you think that money isn't everything. Because for the people who are struggling to pay for their rent, or are struggling to pay to get to work, or anything like that, it's really condescending to those people when you say money wouldn't fix your problems. Are you fucking serious? Of course money would fix my fucking problems. Like, are you serious right now? Yes. Oh, it's crazy. I'm sorry. I just always think that's the stupidest thing to say. It's a heck of a lot of privilege. But again. But if you're watching on YouTube, by the way, come and join us on Twitch. The link is in my YouTube About section. I'm trying to get to 200 average viewers on Twitch. We need 28 more people on YouTube. If you have a YouTube account, come and join us. Can't pay my rent with a smile and a hug. Facts! Can't pay my rent with a smile and a hug. I know as with my nephew goes into trades, I'm going to be pissed. I'll support him regardless and help him any way possible. My foot is going up his ass. I spent my life in the trades and he's too smart to spend his life doing that. Yeah, I don't think that's a nice thing to say though, because are you saying like the trades are only for stupid people? I know insanely smart lads that have become electricians, and you can do so much being an electrician. I think it's actually really not a nice thing to say about people who do go into trade, that they're not smart. I was literally talking to a few lads on Saturday night that are my cousin's friends, and they are 3 years into being an electrician, and he was a very, very intelligent 21-year-old man. Trade is just a way to learn one specific thing more efficiently. But he could specialize. And I was telling him the best thing he could do is make sure that he is very specialized in some part of being an electrician that everyone needs, that no one can turn on anything until he shows up to work. Like that's a great position to be in. I've worked my life. I don't want the life for him right out of school. He has the potential to do so much with his life. Yeah, but there's not a lot of reason to go to university if it's just going to university just to do a job that there's another 50 people in that university lining up for, with another 1,000 people in the same country lining up for, with another 20,000 people from the past 20 years coming out of the universities to do that can't get a job right now. It's either go to university and do something that is something that you can get a job in, or do something that people need and want. Yeah, and not something that AI can take over as well. Like, don't, like, when people say, oh yes, I went to university to do English, it's like, so you wasted 4 years to do absolutely fuck all except for drink and read books. Wow. How's that working out for you? Oh, sorry. You have mommy and daddy's money. That's fair. Yeah, as Hoff says, learn a trade. AI can't plumb. And it can't hang a door. Yes. Very true. Very true. It's very, very true. Remember that. Is struggling with now. We need trade workers so bad because of the last couple of generations. We down talked trades and told everyone to go into tech or degrees. The job market is flooded and employers no longer caring about degrees. Yeah, I think that's why so many Irish people have gone abroad to different countries, because we never talk down trades. Like, ever. I don't know any person, everyone I know at least, I know everyone I know does trades. Like, my cousin is a bricklayer. My brother works the roads. My uncle used to be a carpenter, the dad of the bricklayer. My mom's boyfriend is a sparky, so an electrician. His son is an electrician. Yeah, I have a lot of trades all around me, like. And trades aren't going away. You're always going to need someone with a trade to put up houses and stuff like that. I think it's, I never once in my life have I ever looked down on a trade, because they're always the one with the money. After they've finished their trade, they're the lads with the money, like. Starting your own business is the smartest thing anyone with a trade could do. Like, take your skill and then start your own business with it and be the boss if you want to use your brains. You can get a college degree while you work a trade if you want. Not in Ireland. Be working all day. You're not going to get a college degree at the same time. and you don't have the money. People in the trades got crazy stories and usually super chill and cool people. It's either they're super chill and cool people or they're fucking bigoted racists. There's no in between. They're either the nicest people you ever meet or the most fucked up people you ever meet. There is no fucking middle ground, I think, with trades. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What happened to your chin? I fell. I done hurted myself, but I'm okay. It's just I'm trying to be good and keep it covered for like dust and stuff, and to keep it you know, keep it good. Let me see. I'm trying. Oh yeah. Does anyone here watch Raven Alternative? Is anyone here a Raven Alternative watcher? I watch her shit. I always tune into her lives whenever I have the time. Yeah, she's a funny girl. I do like her. She's a funny girl. Did you see her recent video? So if anyone here isn't a watcher of Raven Alternative, she has like nearly 1 million followers on Instagram. I think like 300,000 followers on TikTok. I don't think she has a YouTube following. I'm not sure. She's got about 400, 500 average viewers on Twitch. What I wouldn't do to be there. But she is a really funny girl. She's a really nice girl. But she's now decided she's going to stop posting videos on social media for a while. She said that she's going to continue streaming, but that she's no longer going to be posting videos on socials. Which is wild because she does have a crazy amount of followers on Instagram, which is extremely impressive. And it will put a stop to that. But I'll show you the video that she posted. This is the last video she posted before she ghosted. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where the fuck is it? Oh, here it is.
Hello. This feels
1 second. I'm just gonna have to change, the thingies again.
incredibly weird talking to you face to face instead of clips that I've just taken off of Twitch. I wanted to talk to you face to face because things have gotten bad, and I mean like really bad. I'll soon be turning off all of my comments on my posts and limiting what I post in general because the harassment has gotten awful. I've always known I've been a little bit too sensitive for the internet, and I thought I had thick skin, but I absolutely do not. Recently, I opened up about my miscarriage, and my aim for that was to provide comfort for people who've been through that, or others who have been around people who have been through that. And looking back, I feel kind of stupid for sharing something so personal, because in doing that, I gave the internet ammo to seriously hurt me. On top of that, I've been doxxed. My real name and my home address were leaked online, and I don't think I've ever been more scared for my life than I ever have been now. And I am sorry if this comes off a little bit self-centered, but it's hard to understand how people who have committed actual crimes, content creators who have done some seriously bad things, face less backlash than me, whose only crime was just posting cringe on the internet. And maybe for some people this will be a day of celebration, because you don't need to worry about any more cringe videos. I'm done. This is just a tiny snippet of all of the comments and DMs I receive every single day. You can't expect anyone to see that day in and day out and still be okay. I want to make it very clear. I don't care if you find me. I don't care if you hurt me, but please, please leave my family and leave my cat alone. They did nothing, and they do not deserve to be punished just for being in my vicinity. They have done nothing to you. Leave them alone. And my supporters and people who have shown me nothing but love, I'm sorry that you're all being punished for the actions of a hateful, loud minority. You have been nothing but kind to me, and I am endlessly grateful to you. Just to reassure you though, that streams and vlogs will not be affected. They are much easier to moderate, and I still want to keep those safe spaces alive for people who care to be there. It's in my best interest to take some time to heal and protect myself, and I hope you understand why I've done what I've done. Thank you for standing by me through all of this. I don't deserve it, but you do it anyway. I'll see you when I'm ready. Hello!
In fairness, I know exactly where she's coming from. I completely understand where she's coming from. And this is why I didn't really mind that they're bringing in some level of accountability for people online. Like, you know, how they're bringing in IDs for going on YouTube and going on Twitter. Like, for these kind of situations, that's why I think it's good. Because people can then be held accountable for the things that are being said. Like, if someone sent a message saying, I hope you die like your child, that you can go onto that person's page, you can screenshot their page, go down to the police station in her area and say, I want to look up this person, they've sent me a threatening message and I want to hold them accountable for harassment and threatening me. So then the police can say, yeah, that's fine, and they can look up their name and they can see their actual ID, and that person can face the actions of their consequences for what they say online. I think in this certain case, that if there was more accountability in the real world for the things you said online, less situations like this would happen. Because she hasn't done anything wrong. And another thing that I would say, and a very important thing that a lot of content creators say, and a lot of streamers say, and a lot of YouTubers say, is the golden rule. Never look at the comment section. Never. You're never going to come to anything with these people. These people don't care about you. They don't care about your opinion. They don't care about your mental health. They're terrible people. So there's no point trying to argue with them or trying to understand them. And most of them are probably bots as well in 2025. There should be more internet accountability with consequences. I completely agree with you. And also never read the comment section. Yeah, YouTube is filled. Well, she's not on YouTube. This is on Instagram where a lot of this is happening. Yeah, no, she committed the awful crime of being a woman or female presenting person on the internet. It's true. It's a serious problem that a lot of girls do face on the internet. And the same backlash would never happen to a man. Ever. Like, if a man said that, you know, made a joke about a miscarriage, it wouldn't even be taken out on stream. People would just go on with their day. Nothing would be said. But because she's a woman, that's why it happened. It's very bad, and I feel very sorry for her. But this is why I stopped posting on TikTok, because people are just so horrible on TikTok, and I feel like TikTok, I know the way everyone says like Instagram is the most toxic platform. I think TikTok is just crazy. It's crazy how toxic it is. I hate TikTok. I hate reading the comment section. Everyone is so mean and they're so horrible. and they're just scrutinizing everything. You can't be any way out of place on TikTok or they'll come for you. You're a slightly bit overweight. You're a slightly bit underweight. You're not generically pretty. You're too pretty. You have a degree. You don't have a degree. You have an OnlyFans or you don't have an OnlyFans. They will always find something to hate you for on TikTok. So I completely see where she's coming from. And I think more content creators and more streamers and more YouTubers need to start pulling back and being like, you know what? I'm not going to make videos anymore. Because until there's more accountability, I'm not dealing with the harassment. Thank you. That's what I did. That's why I stopped posting on TikTok. I was like, I'm not interested anymore. I'm just not. And if that means people stop streaming and stuff like that, that's just a natural result of people not being interested in the stresses of being scrutinized every day. And I think it's a natural consequence of people not wanting to have to deal with stress. Or stresses they don't need. She's being bullied for being cringe. That's why she's being bullied. And for speaking out about a miscarriage that she had. I think the ones who hate you on the internet is hating themselves on how they look. Yeah, I just try not to think too deeply onto it. But yeah, I thought that was wild. I was just like, fuck. That's crazy that she's completely taken herself off the internet. But at the same time, I think more power to her for making that choice and deciding that she didn't want to be treated like a doormat by people. There are so many people who send in fake reports of TOS violations in order to take down creators who make content they don't like. Yep, happens all the time. All the time. I think she should stay off of making videos for as long as she wants. Genuinely. As long as she wants. And only come back when she's ready. Why did the daily sub reset? Oh, fuck, it did. That's weird. Did that just happen? I didn't notice that. Kieran, what were we at? I can just fix it now. That's wild. It's at least 50. Now we need to reach it again. Someone drop 50. Let me see. Fix this. What? There we go. It should be fixed now. Wait. What the fuck? There. There. Now it's good. It's still wrong, but it wouldn't let me change it. It's being weird right now. With everything you say, that is okay. Doesn't make you wrong or give me a license to go after you. I respect it, and you will never see me do so. Yeah. Well, this is why I try to keep my my address as far away from people as possible. Like, I try to hide my... I don't really care about my real name too much. I used to care a lot about people finding out my real name. I'm pretty sure a few people do know my real name, but again, I don't really care that much. But if I am still extremely, extremely diligent on people finding out my address, and I don't give anyone the opportunity to find out my address, my mam's or mine. But I think it's a lot of diligence to make that happen, especially in 2025 online. Never be a gambler. Who, me? I can't gamble. I'm terrible at it. I still have a headache though, guys. My headache isn't going away. Do you live in a state country that allows guns? I don't think a lot of first world countries allow guns in 2025 by civilians. Can anyone name a first world country that allows guns in 2025 for civilians? Does Switzerland? Really? No, America's not a first world country. The UK does not allow it. You have to have a hunting license. Yeah, no, that's a license. I'm talking about civilians being allowed a gun, not a hunting license. No, America is not a first world country. Russia is not a first world country. What happened to America? America hasn't been a first world country for a long time. Its education, toilet. Its medical system, toilet. Like, how can a first world country, how can you call yourself a first world country when you have women that are 38 weeks pregnant that have to work night shifts in a hospital? That's illegal in every other first world country. It's completely illegal for a pregnant woman to work a night shift. Now, Google says that the US is a first world country because Google is owned by America. It is not a first world country. No. I'll show you a video of this poor woman in America. It didn't shock me at all. Where's the nurse? How is she not on the top of my FYP? What's the button I have to press to find videos? Because I thought I had her in my liked, because I gave her a like to help the algorithm. What was the button I had to press? Was it hashtag or star? No, that doesn't seem to be it. 1 second. Let me find it on my phone and then I'll like it. 1 second. If you're watching on YouTube, by the way, come and join us on Twitch. View your watch history. Let me find the girly pop. Sorry, I'm just trying to pay attention and scroll. Because I watched it, I think, last night. And I watched the second video this morning. Because she posted a response video because she was saying, like, the reason this happens is because I live in America. And I have to keep working because I'm not allowed to quit. Because I only get 12 weeks off to spend time with my child after I give birth. Because she doesn't have a right to maternity leave because she lives in America, not a first world country.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but let's get ready.
Okay. Okay, how many people in the comment section are European, Australian, Canadian? How many people in the comment section are Canadian, Australian, New Zealand, European, English, non-American, basically? Can you imagine a woman this pregnant having to go and work? Can you imagine a woman being this heavily pregnant and having to go to a night shift as a nurse? She's going to work 38 weeks pregnant. That's basically unheard of. She should get leave. In America, you don't. It's insane to me that they allow her to go in like that. She's a medical condition. That's crazy. Like that's so illegal in European countries.
Ready for another night shift. I really thought I was gonna have my baby this week. I can't believe I didn't have him, and I have to work another weekend.
She sounds so exhausted.
This week, I thought for sure this was gonna be it. I feel like he's so low. Like, I feel like I dropped. Still no baby. I'm ginormous. I am 38 weeks and 2 days. My daughter came at 38 and 5. So, like, in my head, I'm thinking he's coming sometime around 38 weeks because that's when my daughter came. My body just really hurts. And I'm exhausted. And going to work night shift as a nurse this pregnant is not easy. It's very hard on your body. Still have contractions, but they're just Braxton Hicks at this point. They're not progressing to anything. My last check, I was 2 centimeters dilated, 50% effaced, and I hadn't really...
People are saying in the comment section, is she single? Where's the father? She explains into the video that she is married, and the father and her husband is a paramedic. He doesn't earn enough. She doesn't earn enough. They need her to continue to work. That is the problem of living in America in 2025. She is forced to do this work. She is. Or her child will suffer. Like, I don't understand how you are saying that this is the husband's fault. Like, are you actually for real? How are you blaming the husband that she has to work at 38 weeks pregnant? This is entirely the fault of the American work system. Therefore, she should not have children if she can't afford them. She can afford them. It's just why are you siding with the American work system? Like, why are you licking the boot of the American government right now. That's some bootlicking you are doing over there. You better be careful. I don't really have any tooth floss for you to get that leather out between your teeth. You're actually crazy if you're siding with a system that is taking advantage of this woman and nurse. That's crazy.
Progressed in a week, so my contractions are not getting me anywhere. But lucky me gets to go to work again. So many of you thought I was gonna have my baby this week. I thought I was gonna have my baby yesterday. I've had so many false alarms, I give up. I give up. I don't know when this baby's coming. This baby has teased me so much this pregnancy, it's not even funny. I've had so many signs that labor was gonna start and then it just never does, which is rude. We are just gonna try and survive another weekend. And I have an induction scheduled for next Thursday. So technically this should be, unless my induction got canceled, this should be my very last weekend at work. I am just hoping that being on my feet all night at work does not trigger prodromal labor again, because that was awful last weekend. All right, let's go to work.
How can you call yourself a first world country when this is illegal in every other first world country? You do not live in the first world country. You don't. You don't. Not when what you consider the norm is illegal in other functioning parts of the world. Yeah, like literally, it's illegal in Colombia. Come on. Also has paid maternity leave. No, it doesn't. You're like the only government in the world besides Venezuela that doesn't give women federal paid maternity leave. Like, America does not run the world. America runs nothing. Like, you all think that the world would stop if we were all to stop buying American products. But I just want to say, newsflash, no country would be put out. Like, a very important thing that the Chinese government said was, China has been around for thousands and thousands of years. America has only been there for less than 500 years. China has been there before America. China will be there after America. And that goes for every other country as well. The United Kingdom has been there before America, and it will be there after America. The world doesn't stop if anything was to happen. Just remember that. You think you've been programmed to believe that ye are the center of the world and that everyone needs ye and you are the beacon of hope and you're the beacon of civilization. If you need a 38-week pregnant woman to work and you think this is the beacon of civilization, I want this to be your newsflash. No. Yeah, she could lose the baby due to work. It's very true. Like, it's crazy. But I just wanted to show you that and remind you, no, you are not a first world country. And that's sad. It is extremely sad. America has come up in conversations a lot in the past 3 days since I've been back to Ireland. And yeah, no one's going to America this year. It's crazy. Some fucking loser over on YouTube says your country literally exists because we allow it to exist. Oh my god. Oh, the indoctrination is crazy. It's crazy. That's cringe. That is so cringe. Did you actually write that and really thought that that was a really cool thing to say? Oh, I bet you thought you were so cool saying that. Bestie, go outside. Go outside. That's fucking cringe. What makes you think you're so high and mighty? Because if I was to get pregnant and have a child right now, I would get maternity leave. I would get money for it. And I would be able to get a house and everything for my child. And it would all be afforded to me. That's a lot more than you can say in the United States. I could get maternity leave for a full year. Because it's, you know, you have to do that. The government has to do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. That's the funny part. I can do that. You can't. Oh, stop. If you're watching on YouTube, by the way, and you're enjoying the stream, please come and join us on Twitch. I would really appreciate it. The link is in my YouTube About section. Handouts don't mean first world country. Literally does, though. That's called a security net. A social security net. All first world countries have social security nets for their population to make sure that they don't fall below the poverty line. These are all big words that you will never understand, though. Like, I understand you don't have the intellectual bandwidth to understand this. I'm just talking to the wall here. I understand. It's okay. Sorry, I forgot what I was talking to for a second. Oh, did school start? Did school start for anyone yet? It's the 18th. Did the Americans start or something? And the Americans forget that if you're not from native... Yeah, so it's no point. There's no point. There's no point. Oh, is it only the Americans that got back? I don't think we're back yet for another 2 weeks in Ireland. When is Finland back? Is Finland back yet? 2nd of September is my birthday. My niece and nephew are back in grade school today. Oh, bless. Well, at least they're all gone. They're all back to school. God bless the teachers. God bless the teachers. God bless the fucking teachers. God bless them. Hearts. Loads of love for the teachers out there that are going in crying on the first day. It's okay, though. It's okay. Hopefully it's a good year. Most schools are back now in America. All my college students are moving out this weekend to go back this week. Cute. I got my SAT test next Saturday. Try and go back to school. When does university start? What's on your chin? I fell. I have a plaster here to make sure no dust or anything gets onto the cut, just to make sure that it's as, covered from the elements as much as possible to make sure that it heals properly. How'd you fall? Just fucking fell. Because I'm an idiot. And I wasn't looking and the pavement came up and caught me off guard. Stupid, I know. It's the second time that's happened to me in less than 2 months. I fell in Greece as well and I looked like I broke my toe. Oh my god, Mike! Dude, thank you so much, man. That is so nice of you. So you're not supposed to rub some dirt into it? Just, a bit of dirt. Spit. Yes, that's it. Ow. It'd be horrible. But thank you so much, dude. That is so nice of you, genuinely. Thank you so much. No, I wasn't. I don't drink. I literally said that I had I was out 3 nights in a row. I was in the bar 3 nights in a row this week. I didn't drink once. I don't drink. Everyone was super proud of me. They were like, I heard that you were out and you didn't drink at a 21st birthday. And I was like, yeah. All I had was Coke Zeros. Do I get a well done, Clara? Well done, Clara. You didn't drink. I saved myself probably like 2,000 calories as well. Because I would have drank, I'd say, on Thursday night, I could have sank at least 3 or 4. On Friday, I was out at a barbecue, and I could have drank at least 3 or 4 at the barbecue. And then when we got to town, then we got back to my house for a bit, so I could have had a drink there, which would have been 4 or 5. And then we went out, and I could have drank another 4 or 5. I could have done it a number on Friday night, and my cousins drank at least 10 drinks on Saturday night, and the birthday boy, he at least drank 20 drinks. But nope, I did good. Not one drink. I was over at my cousin's house yesterday, and my auntie and uncle were very impressed. They're like, we heard you didn't drink a single drop. And I was just like, yeah, baby, not a single drop. Do you want to know the worst part, though? So because I saved myself 2,000 calories is, kind of what I was, like, thinking. Because, 20 drinks is about 2,000 calories. So I said, I'll get myself a pizza. Because I've earned a pizza. I was so sick. I had to kick Timmy out on Saturday night because I was then sick from 2 a.m. until 5 a.m. Isn't that just the worst thing? It wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth how sick it made me. Isn't that so bad? I did so good and I got myself fucking sick. Did you eat it all by yourself? No, I had like 4 slices. But it made me sick. Really sick. I was so upset. I was so fucking upset. So I'm not eating pizza ever again. Pizza is now done. I'm never eating pizza again. Because that just upset me so much. I don't think it was the cheese. I think it was just I can't eat bread. My mum can't eat bread and I can't eat bread. Where in Ireland are you from? I'm from Clare. So no more bread. No more bread. The EXP crown maybe. It is super chat bait and it's low. Mod should itself from XP. I don't think mods get taken out of XP. And don't tell you, it wasn't food poisoning. My bestie ate the same pizza and he didn't get sick. No, cauliflower crust is a good point. Our chicken crust. I did make myself and Ferry homemade pizza, and I used chicken mince as the base. And then I put like tomato sauce, and then I put cheese and some pepperoni on top of it, and it was actually amazing. Actually amazing. So yeah, I think if I have pizza ever again, it'll have to be just homemade pizza that I make myself, But I won't be able to order out because I hadn't eaten anything that day. Because all I'd eaten on Saturday before the party was an acai bowl at 10 o'clock in the morning. And I got home at 12 o'clock at night. And I was absolutely starving because there's nothing in my mum's house. What are you going to do? But, yeah. Oh. My head is split, though. I thought the what's it called? It would help. The Monster because Monster is supposed to help headaches. It helped a little bit, but not enough to make a difference, unfortunately. I'm trying to see, did I save anything else? I had a few things saved to show y'all. One second. Nope, I don't think I have anything. I think I did everything, thank God. Nope, I think I did everything. Thank Jesus. I went through everything I had saved for you. Yay! Love that. Love that. Let me check the Discord and see if y'all put anything in there that I missed. But tomorrow we'll do the Am I the A-hole chat confessions, because I think that would be great fun. I'll have to find a way how to read it fast, or find a chat bot that can read it out for me. There was a pro-Palestine march in Sydney.
All right, well, look,
Oh God. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Discord. Fuck, I keep pressing the wrong buttons. Bear with me. I have a headache. I'm trying my best. Oh, there's me. There's me again. Okay, let's see.
let's go back to that protest today. Joining us now for more on this is One Nation leader Pauline Hanson. Senator, really appreciate your time. Let's talk about the scenes we saw on the Harbour Bridge. We've got terror flags being waved. You've got death to the IDF being chanted, the Iran Ayatollah, a photo of them. What has happened to Australia?
Danica, I'll go back to my maiden speech in 1996 and I advocated what the country would be like under multiculturalism. And then when I actually went back in Parliament in 2016 in my speech then, I advocated again about Islam and the impact it would have on our country. Most of these people there flying the Palestinian flags, they're pushing their own agenda, fundamentalist Islam in Australia. And that's what it's about. They're pushing their own agenda. They're using Palestine as the, cursor. This is what it's all about, humanity. And you're right, everything that the both of you said, I endorse fully. Where was the humanity about this man who's actually in this tunnel, skin and bone? What about his, not being fed? What about him dying? What about the other hostages? This could be stopped immediately by releasing the hostages. Hamas have said they have no intentions of stopping going after till Israel is destroyed. The sign said, deaths to the IDF. That's all they want. They're pushing their own agenda. And stupid Australians, and I will call them stupid, simpletons, dumbed down, have no idea what they're doing. And you're right, James, and asking those two people, the smiles on the faces, it tells me you wouldn't have a clue. And these people have been dumbed down so much. I have no fear that there are people there are really concerned about the welfare of the people and the women and children, those people who can't get themselves out of there and the starvation that's happening. And it's horrible to see. But remember, Hamas started this nearly 2 years ago when they actually murdered 1,200 people and took those hostages. Hamas have advocated they will not keep, won't give up. They don't want a two-state solution.
Yeah. Okay. I can't listen to that. I can't listen to that. I can't listen to a privileged Australian woman say that Hamas started this when people's country was taken from them. As an Irish person, I can't listen to that. I can't listen to that bullshit. Because to say that this was all started by Hamas 2 years ago is completely ridiculous. And you are gaslighting the people who have had their homes taken from them, that have had their land taken from them, and have been completely and are just entertaining the people that allow this to happen. And you're pushing them to allow this to happen. It's ridiculous. I can't stand behind any of that. And that's not to say, and like when people say, like, you know, that you're okay with people flooding into your country or countries being flooded with people, what I'm saying is that I think that people should be given their country back. I think that Palestine, the Palestinians, should be given their land back, and they should be given their borders back. And that Israel is getting away with way too many things. Way too many things. And Israel has committed war crimes. It has committed crimes against humanity. And the state of Israel is a terrorist state. And nothing can be said to against that. It is they have committed crimes against humanity. And that's a fact. And I will never side or stand behind a country that is a country of terror. I think that the only thing that can do to fix this is to give Palestine back its borders and just leave it at that. That's the only thing I'll say on it. Because saying anything else on it, you could go around in circles and circles and circles and circles. And I'm not interested in going in circles like. What is this? Oh, we saw this. What was that? Sneezing sharks. I think we've seen all these. I can't watch that. Yeah, no, we've already seen all these. I guess that was an old one. Why does it always push me up? These are from ages ago. Let's see if we can get more up to date. I do not... What is this?
A breaking update about this diaper sniffer right here. I did a video on that kindergarten commando, and he's not been having a very good time since. Internet did what the internet does, and they figured out exactly where this dude works, and they called, like a lot. And he doesn't work anywhere anymore. I don't know exactly who found this, but literally everyone is posting it, and I blacked the number out, but nobody else is. It's everywhere.
Nice.
He's just making friends all over the place because Gideon showed up and said that he's gonna see him real soon. I'm not going to post his address or the pictures of the front of his house that everyone else is posting because I don't know who he lives with and I don't want to get anybody else caught up in the crossfire.
Fair.
But holy shit, am I proud of what y'all did. And if y'all want to check out the new camo Make Pedophiles Afraid Again hat, there's a link in my bio.
I want that hat. I want that hat. What do you think about that? Like, you know, for certain cases, do you think that, doxing is okay? Like pedophiles. Do you think pedophiles should be doxed? That's a good question. I want that hat. Wouldn't that be a cool hat? I want that hat. Oh, is he for Alligator Auschwitz? Sickened. That is a guy I know for many years. He's a good dude overall, but a crazy. Apparently he's for Alligator Auschwitz though, so I don't know if that's a if that's a good thing. But what do you think? Do you think that if someone openly admits to being a child predator, do you think that it's fair game from their end? No, I don't believe that it should lead to conformity in doxing in general. But if you are a pedophile and you are openly a child predator, then I think all games should be fair. What do you think? Have you seen the Roblox situation? I've heard about it vaguely, but I don't really know what's happening. Did I get a knock? Hello? Oh, I thought you were knocking. Hey, ma'am. Here's a question. Can you hear me? Do you think that if someone openly admits to being a pedophile, should they have their information leaked? Like their address,
No.
their name?
No.
They are admitting they're a pedophile, though.
Yeah, but that's okay.
Oh, no, don't say that. That's not okay. Don't say that.
I don't mean it like that. It's not okay. But the cops know and the authorities know.
The cops don't know, and the authorities don't know. They just admit to it online, and they talk to children online.
It's a shady area.
Ma'am says it's a shady area. I think I think they should be.
The problem is that fella that was openly shamed here in Ennis. You see
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Some people bombarded. He actually tried to commit suicide, and his whole family was destroyed.
I'm not going to say anything that I feel an opinion on. I don't think his family should be involved at all.
I know, yeah, but they walked in.
But I
on
do.
his
I do.
family.
Well, yeah. I don't think his family should be involved. I think that's wrong.
Yeah, that's
but I
very
do.
wrong.
But I do think that there should be more fear.
His wife was absolutely.
He's fine. His wife should have left him.
I know, yeah, but you see.
Did
you
she
don't-
stay with him?
I know you don't know the circumstances.
Did she stay with him?
Yes.
She's the bigger fool.
I know, yeah, but you don't know the circumstances. You see, that's the problem.
You have to tell me more about that later.
I will. Okay.
I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, no, that was really bad. It was all over Facebook. Everybody saw it.
So everyone in town knew.
No, they didn't. It went up on Facebook, and then everybody knew.
So everyone knew his name and everything.
Yes, and his address, and he's got.
That's
two
what we're talking
daughters.
about, because
Yeah,
this is
he's
what
got-
this
he's
guy
got two
is
daughters.
talking about.
Yeah.
That
He's two daughters, and he was texting underage girls online.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
this is
Yes,
literally what we're
yes.
talking about.
And so what they did was, these are like a vigilante group.
Yeah, no, we're talking about that.
Yeah,
That-
and they actually went into
yeah, but
his
no
house
one's going to do anything
and
to
filmed
the.
it and accused him openly on their cameras of
Childs.
texting
Yeah.
texting young girls.
But he was.
Yeah, but he was texting young girls. But the thing
But
is,
the thing I'm talking about is they should be afraid. Like, hopefully that has scared a lot of people in the vicinity.
I know, but what about his family?
It's unfortunate, and I don't think that their family should be involved.
No, the family shouldn't be involved. So he also tried to commit suicide straight after this because they can't go outside the door.
They shouldn't be allowed outside the door.
I know, but
They shouldn't be allowed outside the door. So what do you think about what Ma'am said? Just curious, lads. Did you hear Ma'am? Did you hear her fully? There's a problem with letting the internet do things and you don't know the full situation. People get hurt and who don't deserve it. I completely agree with you. I don't think that the family should be hurt. I need to hear the full fucking story about this. I have to hear the full fucking story. That's wild. Like, I can see where Mam's coming from, that it's not fair that the daughters have to deal with that now for the rest of their lives, and that his family had to go through that. But I have no fucking sympathy for him. None. Not a drop. Not a fucking drop. Like, you're texting young ones. No thanks. Ugh. But get what they got coming. Yeah. It should not be allowed back into society. Yeah. I don't care. I have no sympathy that they should be allowed back into society. I've really, my headache is just getting worse. It's really bad. I can't even point where it is. It's like right in the center. Ugh. You can't expect not to be harassed if you do these things. It's a choice you made. That's fucked up. Exactly. What's this? I don't want children at my wedding. I think people get very upset about this.
I just wanted to remind you that it's a child-free wedding. They won't be allowed to come, basically. It'll just be the 2 of you, not the 4 of you.
What?
Yeah, it did say on the RSVP, child-free wedding. Me and Oliver have just decided...
I assumed that was for, like, people that you're not that close to, but with cousins, we're like family.
No, it's for everybody. Me and Oliver decided together that we didn't want kids there.
You always call them your favourite niece and nephew, so...
I know, and you know what? They still are, obviously. They still are, but yeah,
But they're just not good enough to come to your wedding.
No, of course they are. I'm not saying that at all.
But they're not even badly behaved kids, though. They're old enough to know better and they behave.
Yeah, I know.
Like, my question is, like, why do you fight so much? Like, do you think this woman is being fair? Do you think it's fair that she said, I don't want any children at my wedding? Her wedding, her choice. Exactly. What do you think? It's her wedding. I completely agree with you. I truly don't know how to feel about that. Why? Genuinely, why? I'd love to know, like, what your opinion on this is. Like, why do you think that, you know, why is it dumb? Why should you be allowed to not have children at your wedding? I would never have children at my wedding. That's completely fair, and it is an outlandish rule to have your wedding. I should try and stay awake, but I can't. No, you should go to sleep. You should go to sleep. I wouldn't want kids if it was like a drinking party. And it is a drinking party. We're asking people, do you think it's okay for people to have rules that they don't want children at their wedding? It's her wedding, but that's a wild take. In my opinion, weddings are for family and friends, and kids are included. No, weddings aren't for children. Yeah, no, I fell. Can't let loose having to watch the kiddos. That's one point. 2, I don't think it should be anyone's responsibility to have to be aware that there's children there at an adult situation. I don't think that weddings are necessarily... They are for family, but I don't think they're for children. As someone that was married twice, I think... Wait, what? I don't know what you're saying. No, shouldn't be allowed to have no kids there or teens. Their kids' time and their adult... There's kids' time and there's adult time. I just don't think that it's a good place for kids, because I feel like kids are always running around, that you always see a lot of kids that parents don't keep a handle on. And if a kid falls, or if a kid does anything, or if anything happens, then they always make you feel responsible because your wedding wasn't safe enough. Remove the situation. I never went to a wedding until I was 18. I was never allowed to go to a wedding. My mom and dad didn't want me at weddings. They were like, it's not for children. There's going to be people drinking there. I'm going to be drinking there. So, no. I had one kid at mine, but I knew him since he was born and raised by Graham. And there to be the ring bearer. Other than that, there weren't kids. Like, the only child that I would have at a wedding would be my sister, just because she would be the flower girl. That's it. So the start ceremony, then no celebration. Yes, no kids at main event. Yeah, but normally when you're already at the venue is far away, especially in Ireland. Like, normally they'd go up the country to a nice, like, you know, castle or a nice area to have the wedding. So you're already up the country. You can't bring the kids back down home then to go back up the country again. You just get a babysitter for the day. And if you can afford to go to a wedding, you can afford a babysitter. Especially in Ireland. Because a babysitter for the day might cost you €100. But a wedding, especially how much you will be giving the bride and groom, it's going to cost you like €250, €300. How much money do you give at weddings? Renting a bounce house at a wedding. I would rather suck shit through a straw than have a bouncy castle at my fucking wedding. Are you serious? I'm actually shocked. Shocked. Wow. No. That's a straight up no. That's an aesthetic no. Bouncy castle at a wedding. Oh my god, that should seal the deal. LBC caller points out flaw in Online Safety Act. Let's see.
What an extraordinary call. He seems to know rather more about this than some of the people that are paid to pontificate on the subject.
Because what will happen is scenarios previously where these children were visiting things in the open and could be tracked are now being obfuscated through things like VPNs and other programs such as this that will be offered by states such as China, Russia, and our children will be routed through these because the UK government doesn't control the internet. It controls some of the internet, but it's a worldwide platform. They are putting all of their unencrypted information through those pipelines. That could be passwords, usernames, information about their personal life, alcoholism, pornography, all these kinds of things that could be used to control them and manipulate them. These are all being routed through actors who do not have our state interest at heart. I cannot believe this got through the intelligence services oversight.
Well, I mean, I'm not wanting to offend you. I can't believe you're right. Because it did.
He's right, though. He's not wrong. He probably works in some kind of insurance if he's thinking that far in advance on the situation. And I completely agree in that regard that it is putting people at risk because you're giving a lot of your information to foreign countries now instead of your information just being anonymous. And, like, I love how, like, America will never let that happen. Their information to be allowed to be given to countries like China or Russia or any VPN sites. But it's just crazy. Oh, was I watching it on stream that members of Parliament in the UK don't have to give their private information? Did you see that? Like, everyone in the UK right now has to give their some sort of documentation to be allowed to use YouTube and Twitter. But the House of Commons, they don't. In case you didn't know. Shout out Nintendo. What the fuck? I love this guy.
Ian, what do you do in the daytimes? I work at Nintendo. You work at Nintendo? You're going to win a lot of fans in this house, Ian. How long have you worked at Nintendo?
6 years.
And do you work, which bit of Nintendo do you work at?
I make the website where you submit games.
You make the website where you submit games? Where, like, people craft a game and submit? I don't know about this. What do you mean you submit games? People could just make games and submit them to Nintendo? Yeah. Ooh. How many shit ones do you get before you get a goodie? Do you get a lot of game submissions?
Yeah, we get like 1,000 a month and 900 a month.
I don't know if you heard that at the back, but Ian said, yeah, like we get 1,000 a month and 900 of them are bullshit.
Wow.
That's a pretty good average. Has anyone ever submitted a game to Nintendo? You want to? Well, don't bother, it'll probably be bullshit. I'm sorry to kill your dreams. But Ian is the gatekeeper.
Oh. It's not hard to make games though in 2025. Like it used to be like, you know, kind of like making music. It was there was a lot of paywalls that you had to get through. Like having a computer in the 2000s or the 1990s was seen as an extreme luxury, when today having a computer is kind of like basic for first world countries. So I guess, like, you know, a lot of people can make games and a lot of people can send in submissions now. It doesn't mean that all submissions are good though. Imagine someone actually sending in some fire though. I'd say a lot of good games are thrown out for a lot of different reasons. It's unfortunate, but I'd say it happens a lot. Like, one thing I don't understand is how fucking people still play Pokemon in 2025. I think Pokemon is just so bad now. So fucking bad. No, I'm sorry. I don't think I can watch it. What's this? Some man, I gave up on love. I just want a quiet, isolated life. Oh, is this going to be so fucking cringe? I bet this is going to be cringe. Can't listen to it. There's music in the background. It already felt cringe.
Is a pensioner.
Go on, Nana!
What's going on and is storming towards the gang.
Go on!
Only with her handbag. Alone, she confronts the robbers.
Go on!
The beaten gang decide enough is enough and try their getaway. But one falls off his scooter. And at this point, the fearless pensioner is joined by...
I hope she gets an award. I hope she gets a medal for it. She deserves it. Oh yeah, what the fuck was that about? Did you guys see that whole thing with XQC and Mr. Beast? What's this? Aiden Ross broadcast corn to his audience, exposing minors to it. He collaborates frequently with Andrew Tate. He bought Donald Trump a Cybertruck and promoted his election campaign. He said to the LGBTQ plus community, "My pronouns are that and them." Mr. Beast decided to work with him. Kai Cenat said he's no longer interested in doing collabs with Aiden Ross because he doesn't want to put up with Aiden's chat constantly spamming watermelons and gorillas. Is no one talking about the fact that Mr. Beast got so scared when XQC said "Free Palestine" on stream? Is no one talking about that? Because he looked like he was pissed that he said that. He looked like he probably told him he can't say that, and he said, fuck it, I'm gonna say it anyway. XQC looks like he just doesn't want to be there. Did you watch any of that? He just looks like he's being paid to sit in that room. What do you think? So instead of Google having your network traffic, Google in person, XQC doesn't want to be anywhere besides in front of a PC, honestly. But like, do you not think that this whole thing just seemed like a massive payout? Like, he didn't actually want them to be there. It was just there was a contract. And XQC said, "I don't give a fuck about your fucking contract." Don't know if XQC actually believes it or not, was just doing it for the reaction, but it's very telling that Mr. Beast cared about his ad revenue during that stream. He really did. He really did. And I love how XQC was just like, fuck your ad revenue. I think XQC is, he doesn't care about what anyone, he doesn't have an agenda. I feel like he's like Asman. He just says what he feels like because he's set up. He has as much money as he could possibly ever need. So he can do whatever he wants. And that's what I like about him, kind of, because you know for a fact that one, he can't be bought, and two, you'll get his honest opinion. Mr. Beast, for example, nothing he says is honest. Nothing he's ever said has been honest. Aiden Ross as well. He's buyable. Both guys at the front, they can be bought. I don't trust anyone who can be bought. What's this? What is this? Who are you, you little fatty? Who is this fatty? Oh god. It didn't play. Fat Walter doesn't want to play, guys. Sorry. What's this?
And then civilization was brought to the savages who for some reason didn't like it.
Following government orders, please remove chapters 5 through 10.
Well, we better get on with it.
All human life began here, in Africa.
And then on the third day, God created the earth.
We were attacked by the British.
The British.
The British.
The British.
The British.
And they welcomed us with open arms.
Right here, the birthplace of democracy.
Here, the birthplace of democracy.
We have a truly ancient history. Stonehenge, over 4,000 years old.
7,000 years old.
2,000 years old.
4,000 years old.
Over 100 years old.
Then a large and terrifying army.
A small company of friendly tea sellers
arrived from England.
Set out for India.
They tried, but the Romans couldn't conquer the Scots. The weather in Scotland was so shit, we chose not to.
What about women in history?
No one knows.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
Mood. Over 100 years old. 100 years. Oh, man. Man, Ireland is even 100 years old. The Republic of Ireland is not even 100 years old. That's crazy to imagine, like. Oh, poor Scotland. You did good. You did good. That was a good one, though. That was a good one. I've seen that before. Oh, yeah. Did you see this? I actually think this is very interesting. Was it Kieran? Of course, it's Kieran. Kieran sent this in. This is really interesting. Tell me what you think about this.
Millie White did this to protest her university experience.
I went on stage in my gown, and on the inside of my gown I had a sign saying I want a refund. There's no other sector where you pay for a service, you don't get that service, and you have no right of appeal, you have no refund.
She's involved with a group of students who are trying to sue their universities for this.
My first year was entirely online. I was in my accommodation, in my dorm room, on my own, pressing play on my laptop and watching effectively a YouTube video. My second year, half of it was still online, and then since that it's been strikes, so I've not had a single year of undisrupted teaching.
The student group claim is arguing they paid full fees for a university experience that wasn't delivered, and that could be set to continue.
As I walked across the stage, I did have a degree, which is really lucky because so many of my peers turned up on their graduation day with no idea what they got.
While the marking boycott has been called off, uni staff at 140 universities will strike for 5 days during Freshers' Week unless employers agree to discuss.
So what do you think about that? Do you think that this is an actual case that could go forward? I think it's very fair that they seek financial reprimation for this. What do you think? And if you're watching on YouTube, please come and join us on Twitch. I'd really appreciate it. Yeah, they paid for a service which they didn't get. Like, if you pay to go to a university, you should be going to that university. And if your class is entirely online, then you are not receiving the service that you paid all this money for. Your teacher isn't teaching you, you're watching a video. It's not fair. Like, if I paid to go to Oxford University, you want to fucking hope I'm actually getting to sit in those fucking classes. Or I think you should receive a sum of money at the end of the year for every class that was missed. What do you think on that? Why do you think education is okay to pay for, but not medical? I don't think education should be paid for. In Ireland, most people don't pay for it. In Scandinavia and Nordic countries, no one pays for it. It's state paid for. And I don't think that medical should be paid for either. But if you are paying to go to Oxford or St. Andrews or any university in the UK, that if the teachers and the university decide to not be in class or do classes, you should be able to mark off the amount of classes that you missed, that they didn't show up for, and it's their fault, and you should get refunded at the end of the year for the amount of classes that the university didn't put on. What do you think on that? Because why should you have to pay for something that you're not receiving? Was this during COVID? No, this is, if she's graduating, that means, yes, COVID, she was during COVID, but still, they could have just decided not to have university that year. Like, could they close down universities? Yes. Have universities ever been closed down before? Just curious on that. Were universities ever closed in the world for any period of time? You got refunded for 2 COVID semesters. See? You got refunded in Colombia. But I just think that it is completely unfair that all of these elite systems are allowed to get away with this and nothing is done. I think more people have to stand up to the elite so that they can't get away with stuff like this. What the fuck is this? What is this? Oh, man. What? Oh, my God. So what do you want to do? Yeah, I say that a lot. Pet the mods. Fit check, sailor cursing while gaming. Sailor cursing while gaming? Oh, isn't me just going fucking mad? Go touch grass. US kazoo moment. Freedom units. Wig. Streamer got injured. Finland isn't real. Tech malfunction. Nana stop. Random interruption. Twitch sucks. Bugs. How'd you play COD? Oh, hey, do you play COD? Nana stop, YouTube sucks, argument with YouTube chat, mental health conversation, bully fairy, the definition of OF. What? Nana stop, US specific question, Irish lesson. Okay, let's see if we can actually make a bingo from today. So what you want to do? I didn't ask that yet today. Pet the mods. Has someone pet a mod yet? We didn't do a fit check. Sailor cursing while gaming. I haven't played games yet. Go touch grass. I did say that. We didn't have a US kazoo moment. We probably did though. We definitely did. We had a US kazoo moment. I got 3 so far. Freedom units. We didn't talk about freedom units yet today. Wig. We did talk about a wig. Streamer got injured. I did get injured. Finland isn't real. Finland was brought up, but it is real. Tech malfunction. Yes. Nana stop. Not said. Nana was mentioned though. Random interruption. Yes. 7. Twitch sucks. I didn't say Twitch sucks today. Did we have bugs? No, I don't think we had bugs. How did you play COD? Wasn't asked yet. Nana stop. YouTube sucks. Argument with YouTube chat. 8. Mental health conversation. I don't think we talked about mental health yet. Bully fairy. We didn't bully fairy. Definition of OF. I don't think we... US specific question. 9. We got 9 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 9 out of 25. We did good today. That's brilliant though. That's good. Whoever made that. Fair play. What is this?
I'm a time traveler from the year 2025, and I've come here to kill you, Hitler. Soon, we will be able to take back the White House, and we will be able to use the government to force people to follow our great ideas.
You want to use government power to force your ideas on the populace. Me too!
You and I have nothing in common. What I'm saying is there are people in our time with dangerous ideas, and we need to silence them.
Silencing those who disagree with you. I do that too! Oh, wunderbar!
What I'm trying to say is we are very close to implementing a utopia, as long as we can get rid of some certain undesirable people groups.
Yes, like the Jews.
Yes, like the Jews. Oh.
Ah, the Nazi movement will not die with me.
Don't give me that. I'm enlightened, and you're as bad as, well, as Hitler.
Oh, that was so cringe. Oh, that was so cringe. Oh, that was so cringe. Wow. Wow. Wow, that was a tough watch. Did anyone else suffer watching that too? People did really try with that one. But you will never convince me that wanting people to live harmoniously together will be the same as a authoritarian state that Trump is trying to make happen in America right now. Like, did anything happen with Trump bringing in the National Guard to Washington? I didn't see anything else happen on that. How did that play out? If you didn't know, Trump threatened to send the National Guard into Washington, D.C. Still does the... What do you mean? What do you mean, what do I mean? That happened, like, last week, didn't it? Protests in the streets. So, here's the thing. I thought it was a wild move, but what really I thought was wild was when he said he was bringing it in for protests and to clean up Washington. When people started to protest, I think that's what he wanted to happen, so that it made it look like there was a reason for them to be there. That's what I think he was hoping for, that people would start to protest. I think it's just trying to see how much power that he can show on an area. Could get worse if the Senate Republicans vote for basically military occupation. Yeah, American is very authoritarian right now. God bless ye. Oh, sorry, I need a good stretch. She ain't good. Pop off till this man tries to run for a third term. You never know. You never know. Do you believe in aliens? Sure. Yeah, why not? Why not? Everything's up for speculation on this stream. Show your nails. I don't got any nails. I've got two that won't come off. All my nails are clean, except for these two that just won't fall off. These are just my yes bestie nails. Yes. That's all I got. God left me with these two to do this. Pop off. Please pop off. Oh, guys, my headache is not getting any better, though. I think I'm going to have to call it a day because my headache, I've been having a constant headache for 3.5 hours. It's just not going anywhere. It's really it's really sore. So I'm going to go drink loads of water and go for a walk and see if I can budge this headache. How much water did you drink today? I drank a bottle. Like, you know, like this is a Coke bottle, but I drank one of these of water. So I have drank a bit of water, but I think I need to drink more water. My head is just fucking split today. It's so annoying. Oh, but tomorrow we're going to do the Am I the A-hole confessions. Oh wait, Thursday. We're going to have Flynn on Thursday for a bit of talk about anime and manga and stuff like that. And also I want to do a game called you know the way you did the guess the water and guess the pizza. Next we're going to do guess the cross. Because there's so many crosses in movies. We'll do guess the cross. How about that? So guess what which frame the cross is from in a movie. Hello from Brazil. Oi, tudo bem? But that's what we'll do on Thursday, so. Headache is a side effect of concussion. But I haven't had a headache since I fell on Friday. So, and normally if I get and I have got a concussion before, it was like the next morning I had a concussion that I didn't notice because I was drinking. But, I think that would be fun. Guess the cross. But that'll be for Thursday. But tomorrow we're doing the Am I the A-hole confessions live on stream. So we'll do that. And we'll also chat more shite. So if you did enjoy the stream today, if you could please drop a follow, turn on your notifications so that you don't miss tomorrow's stream. I'd really appreciate it. So, and if anyone is watching on YouTube and you have enjoyed the stream as well, please don't forget to 1, drop a follow, 2, drop a like, and 3, if you have a Twitch account, come and join us on Twitch. I am trying to get my viewers on Twitch up all the time. So if you do enjoy my streams and you do want to support me, that is a great way of showing your love and support for me. I do post a lot of videos on YouTube as well. So if you have been enjoying my streams and you would like to support my other content, I do post on YouTube every day. And I do try to post on Instagram as well, even though my Instagram has been doing so bad lately. I don't understand why it's been doing so bad, but it has been doing terrible. And I do want it to get better. So if you could support my Instagram and my YouTube as well, I'd really appreciate it. And thank you to everyone who did drop a sub today. I did not think we'd get over 50 subs. You guys are crazy. Thank you so much. Genuinely. I really... Oh, man. You didn't have to do that. Thank you so much. Oh, dude. No, genuinely. Thank you so much. That is genuinely so fucking nice of you. Thank you, man. Genuinely. That you are a fucking legend. Thank you so much. You are so nice. Genuinely. I really mean it. Thank you so much, dude. That is... I did not expect that at all. Genuinely. That is really nice of you. I do really mean that. Thank you so much. Genuinely. Oh, my poor head is fucked. Poor head. I'm going to take off my makeup straight away. I'm going to fucking lie down because my head is banged. Oh, it's so sore. I feel like I'm in a submarine right now. But we will be here tomorrow. I'll be posting a video on YouTube and Instagram later. So, all I ask is that you tell your friends, tell your girlfriends, tell your boyfriends. Let's try and do this together and grow from the ground up, baby. Ground up. That's where we're going. Up. And I can't go up without you guys' help. So I will see you guys tomorrow. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.